Okay, hello, folks, and hey, bear. Welcome to the Nateland podcast. My name's Dusty Slay, and I will be leading the charge today. And I'm excited about it. I want to get,
We're 5 seconds in. You ain't even introduced us yet.
That's like you ever see a comic that wants a drink but just can't get a laugh big enough to take the drink? So they just go,
if you're listening and you're like, what happened? Did it pause? No, Dusty's already taken a drink.
No, that's how I like to do a podcast. I like for people to go, did this thing cut off?
Yeah, I do that.
And I'm here with my co-host, Brian Bates, as you know, as breakfast, the most important meal of the day, as I like to call Brian. And then we have Aaron Weber here with us, the yard ball enthusiast, who has really gotten sponsored by Yard Ball now. And then our special guest with a special coming out soon. Please give it up for Jay Flake.
All right. How's everybody doing? We having an all right time?
Yeah.
that's Black Dusty Slay. You having an eye time?
Black Dusty.
And we're pumped. We're all pumped to be here.
Jay's Very Funny Comic in Nashville. First time on the podcast.
Yes.
Welcome in.
Thank you, guys. I'm glad to be here.
If you've seen me on the road for the last year and a half or so, Jay was probably with me. He's been doing shows with me all over. So excited to finally have him sitting in on Nateland.
Andy has a Nateland showcase.
Yeah,
Nateland
showcase.
presents the showcase. Is
that
that
is
what
correct.
it?
Yeah.
You have one of those coming out.
It's Friday.
This Friday. Yeah.
I just got all this information. I knew that you had one coming out, but this sheet was just handed to me as we begun.
Literally a second before we started recording.
So let me just read it. Nateland presents the showcase season 3. Tune in to the Nateland YouTube channel for the premiere of Jay Flake. His showcase premieres this Friday night, September 19th.
That is correct.
It was handed to you right a second before, but you decide when the show starts, so you could have read it ahead of time.
You guys wouldn't have allowed that.
You're right.
People were a little impatient.
Yeah, you wouldn't have allowed it.
Now, Aaron, what is it about Jay that makes you like him enough to take him on the road for you for a year and a half?
Man,
you ever thought
I
about
might
it?
need to take a sip of water real quick before I answer that. No, Jay's great. Very funny comic. Fun hang off stage, and I think you're gonna see how funny is this episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it a boring? I mean, what do you
terrible
want me to
answer?
Right.
His Q score is high. What do you want me to say? I don't know.
What's a Q score?
I don't really know.
Let me ask you this, Jay. Who's your favorite college football team?
Notre Dame.
Oh, there you go. That's a big part of it. Yeah.
Interesting.
And I bet it became that a year and a half ago. When you're like, no, Aaron's Notre Dame. I know a Notre Dame fan.
No. He'd been knowing I was a Notre Dame fan before then. I forget
joking.
we had talking about college football like 3 or 4 years back.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it and whatever. And he was like, "You're Catholic?" I was like, "No, I just got NBC." Like that was it. That was all that was into it. It was like every Saturday they was on TV.
Yeah.
It used to be the Braves and the Cubs when I was a kid.
I'm a Cubs fan too because of the same reason. They was on TV all the time.
Cubs was on during the day. I used to get to watch them.
WGN.
Yeah, WGN.
That was fun with Harry Carey back in the day.
Yes, sir, with the big glasses.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it was fun.
Love some Harry Carey. Man.
Yeah.
We'll take me out to the ball game, 7th inning stretch.
Yeah.
Take me out. It was fun.
It was a good time.
All right, I'm just going to read these real quick because it's very short. We are taping Ryan Hamilton's Netflix special, 2 shows, October 4th at the Neptune Theater in Seattle. We have some tickets left.
Is it November 4th?
Nate has a full weekend of Big Dumb Eyes shows in Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, and Arkansas. Check out the tour vlogs on the Nateland YouTube channel.
Good deal.
Okay.
Cool. You see I'm wearing Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
they won.
You got a huge logo on that shirt.
Coming from a guy wearing that hat. Give me a break. You look like a tourist. You look like Eddie Murphy coming to America when he first shows up.
This hat was given to me this weekend by a fan.
Well, I hope so.
I think it's a good looking hat.
I mean, you show up in New York with that hat on.
Yeah.
You're definitely getting robbed.
Yeah.
He's definitely not from around here.
Yeah.
I think it's a great hat, guys.
Well, I think it's a great
It's
shirt.
a good hat.
Yeah.
Huge logo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Vandy had a big win over South Carolina.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out Vanderbilt, Alabama, Auburn, Georgia Tech, John Christine, Missouri, Greg Warren's team, all ranked higher than Notre Dame.
Wow. That's cool, man.
That's where we was going with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outstanding. We'll see how long that lasts.
It's been,
We definitely see how long that lasts.
Funny thing is, it's like, what is Notre Dame ranked? 23rd?
24th, I think.
24th?
0-2 and ranked 24. That has basically never happened.
That speaks a lot.
Vandy's 3-0 and they're 20th.
Yeah.
Just barely ahead of you. Yeah. But pretty cool. All right. Well, that died, but
I've really not been watching sports, so I don't have a lot to add to it.
okay.
I feel like I'm out now. I don't know what happened.
Out on all sports.
I feel like it.
Well, last week you were all excited about Auburn.
Well, I was excited about being there on the campus, being around. Everyone was very nice to me. I was excited about it, but I just feel like I'm kind of like, I don't know, maybe as the season goes on, I'll get more into it.
It's week 4. You got time.
But I just feel like in previous years, I'm like ready, couple weeks before week 1. I'm like gearing up. I'm excited,
Well, this last week has been exciting when it comes to football. Breakdown. It's been some exciting games.
Yeah.
A lot of great games.
Yeah, Bates named out some upsets that messed up a lot of parlays out there,
Yeah.
especially mine.
Is this college football?
College football and NFL had a
was
great.
crazy.
That's what I'm
had a
saying,
crazy
like-
week too.
Upsets in college football now, it's like, what's even an upset now? Like, we don't know even
Vandy
how.
beat South Carolina.
Yeah, but
It's actually blowing them out.
when Vandy
Yeah.
beat Alabama last year, it's an upset. But now it's like South Carolina's never good. So
But they're ranked 11th.
They're ranked 11. They
Yeah.
thought they were going to have a good year. I don't even disagree with the point you're making, Dusty, but I just remembered after you said the Super Bowl was boring, the year that it went to overtime. You remember that? You said
Yeah,
the
but
Super
I don't
Bowl's
think we can
too
take
boring
any
now.
judgment.
but going to overtime doesn't make it exciting. I mean, if there's nothing going on and each team scored a touchdown, but yet here we are in overtime, it doesn't necessarily, it just means it's longer and they get extra ad revenue.
That's fair.
Dragging it out doesn't make it interesting.
That's fair.
I don't think any team goes into it thinking, you know what? Let's just drag
Well,
this game
I
out
think the
another
NFL
30 minutes.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying I'm against anybody watching it. I'm just saying something in me feels like it's switched over and I'm just not as into it now.
But you've probably gone through periods of your life. I know I have, where you're in and out of things, right? You care more about it this year than you did the year before, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Like maybe you'll be back.
But I just feel like it's been a gradual each year. Like I'm just less in. Maybe it's because I have 2 kids now, and I'm like, I don't know. There's less time to just watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to spend all Saturday, all day in front of the TV watching college football, and now just
Those days are over.
squeezing in. If I'm home, I get even less time. The best chance I get to watch the games on the road in my hotel room before the show. But the Tennessee Georgia game, I'm like, this is great. I'm going to get to see the end of this game. Then he misses that field goal. He goes overtime, and I had to leave to go do the show.
Let me tell you. I had to go do a show, and when I walked out the door, he was lining up for the field. So I didn't even know what happened to like an hour and a half.
You couldn't
After
even
I
wait
got
for
where
him
I
to
was
kick it?
going. I had to go. Like I really, I was already pushing it as it was. I was like, I gotta get out of here.
He's lined up for the field goal, and you won't wait for the snap.
No, I was out of there. I had to go.
Were you opening for Aaron?
No.
This guy's a stickler.
No. Well, I was taking my wife with. She wanted to go too, so you know how they go.
Oh.
Come on, you're gonna be late. It could be a wreck. It could be this. It could be. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm wearing this White Sox hat because you're a Cubs fan. Sorry. A couple weeks ago, I was in Chicago. Our friend Adam, who's a fan of the podcast, works for the White Sox, got me tickets to the White Sox game. Now, the White Sox last year was the worst team in history of baseball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This year, they're still the worst team in the American League. But not only did they win that game against the Yankees, they've been on a heater since I've been to that game.
Oh.
So
aren't the White Sox supposed to be coming to Nashville?
there has been some
That's
talk
the rumor
about that over the years. Yep. Mm-hmm. But
we're definitely getting a team. I think it'll be an expansion team, but the White Sox are one. They've been so bad lately. That's one of the ones that gets thrown around. Is they might move somewhere else.
Okay.
You know?
There was discussion with the A's before they went to Vegas, and then the
right.
White Sox been going back and forth.
But they would change the White Sox name, right? It wouldn't be like the Nashville White Sox.
I think I'd like that. I think they probably would change it, but I like the White Sox.
Or Tennessee. Would it be Nashville or would it be Tennessee?
What about Music City?
Oh,
The Music City White Sox.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah,
But
that's
can
nice.
you just
They gotta
make
win
up
to
a
it.
city name?
I think you can call it whatever you want,
Okay.
right? I mean, Tampa Bay is water. We could call it the Cumberland River White Sox if we wanted to.
Yeah, I guess that's a fair point. I was going to say, I think it's always either the city or the state, but I guess that's true.
We get the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
Minor league, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
We could do.
Where's that at? Huntsville?
Huntsville, yeah. We could have fun with it.
Yeah.
I hope
Where
we get one.
were you at this weekend, Brian?
This weekend, I was in Brookhaven, Mississippi at the Brookhaven Little Theater. First time there. Great show.
Oh, with Vince.
Yeah, my friend Vince Fabra.
Okay.
You know Vince?
Yeah, no, Vince. Yeah.
Some people last week thought I was serious when I asked you if you knew him.
Oh, okay.
And they were at your Huntsville show that we were both on, and they were like, "What? You just met? You were with him last week?" I was joking.
Yeah.
I was joking. But with Vince Fabra, great show. A lot of folks came out. I was trying to think of anything crazy that happened, but not really. Just a good show and good time.
You had a good time at the Jackson Airport?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah. Tell us about that.
I've never flown in and out of Jackson before.
So Jackson, Mississippi. The airport was actually maybe a little bit bigger than I expected, but I got there and first to go get the rental car. And I always check in ahead of time on my rental car. They always do all the information online, so you're supposed to be good to go, you know. I don't even know what that means because it's just like going to the doctor when you fill out the forms ahead of time. You just fill them out again when you get there, I feel
You can go straight to the lot. You can go straight to the lot.
Some places, I guess it depends on the car company, right?
Okay,
This was Dollar. Dollar doesn't do that.
Dollar's the name of the company?
Yeah.
Dollar rental.
Dollar rental car.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, me and Jay know.
Yeah.
We don't make the big bucks yet. Watch me speak for Jay, but
No, I don't.
then every rental car place, say mine was Dollar. You go over to Dollar. If you're getting a car from Thrifty, Hertz, everyone go to this one person
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's available. So then you get in line. You get up there, and she's like, "Have a seat. It's going to be a while."
She said, have a seat at the counter?
She said, "You can stand, but I would sit."
All you're doing is dropping off the car?
No, I'm picking it up.
Oh, you're picking it up.
I just got there.
Oh, yeah.
And I waited an hour.
Yeah, Enterprise, you can go right to the
Right
lot.
to the lot,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
All right, sorry.
I learned that being on the road with Aaron. I'm standing up there waiting on him. He's like, "Bud, I'm already outside." I was like,
Yeah.
it's a different type of rental place, what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So she said it's going to be a while.
She said, have a seat at
Yeah.
the counter.
So it was an hour, and she called me up there
Wow.
to get my car. And not just me waiting. A lot of people are waiting.
Yeah.
Everybody's frustrated. And I said, "Are you guys short-staffed today?" She goes, "No."
Wow.
And I almost said, "So y'all are just incompetent." And but I didn't say that. I said,
No.
okay, so it just takes an hour, I guess. And she said, "We have to wait till cars come back, then they have to check them to make sure they're good or whatever." She acted like it was just a car shortage.
Yeah. Also, it sounds like that's a unique problem to that airport. You're like,
Yes.
no, that's how every airport's doing it.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get the car back and clean it.
Yeah, exactly.
Check it out. That type of thing. Clean.
And then yesterday flying back, there was one guy in the entire airport, one TSA agent checking everybody's ID for the entire airport. And there's two lines. There's general boarding and there's TSA pre-check, which I think Clear was also, maybe they don't have Clear there.
I would think not.
Yeah. Okay. So it's
Got
just
one guy. I doubt it.
Yeah, I didn't see any signs for Clear. So there's general boarding and TSA pre-check. I'm TSA pre-check. It's moving. The guy's only acknowledging that. The general board, he's just totally ignoring. And everybody's just standing there. And about the time I get through, I hear some guy yell like, dude, you can't just do this. This is not fair. You're not going to, we've been here a lot longer than them. He's like, I'm just doing my job. And then they said, we're going to miss our flight. And people are just getting outraged because there's just one guy. And he's just ignoring most of the people. He should
be rotating it.
He should be, but
maybe even like 2 pre-check to 1 general board.
Yeah.
Even just one of each still gives a preference to pre-check, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. I would say 2 pre-check, 1 general boarding. That's what I'd say.
I would agree.
Totally ignoring general boarding.
Wow. I love that. I love that it was when you got through that they were like, all right, this was enough. That guy. Yeah.
We don't even believe he got pre-check. Check him out. But that reminds me. That reminds me of the first time we went on the road with Aaron. We went to Ketchikan. Y'all remember that?
Ketchikan, Alaska.
Yeah. They had one guy. I didn't have pre-check at the time. Aaron did. Mm-hmm. They had one guy. And he was like, everybody in the same line. Like his pre-check didn't even matter. He was like, pre-check? Get back there with him.
The Ketchikan airport, their security is just like, hey, just walk through this hallway. You're good.
That's it.
Oh, I like that.
They kind of just look at you and they go,
he looks good. You know what I mean? You know, you go to a place where people know you, be like, I know him. Come on.
Yeah, they know everybody coming. Oh, Carl, where you heading?
Yeah.
And then I got down. That's basically it. There was no AC in the airport, so it was so hot.
In Mississippi? Jeez.
I got down to my gate, and they have these TVs everywhere. Just showing like, I don't know, the History Channel and whatever. And I said, hey, this is since it's the Nashville gate, would you guys mind putting on the Titans game? And they're like, we can't find the remote.
No AC in the airport.
Yeah.
In Mississippi, I know it's a black woman humming in a corner somewhere.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah, you're correct.
with a church fan.
Actually, she was my Southwest agent.
Like the sweet tea, honey?
Yeah. So that was my weekend. What about you guys? Oh, you missed the Tennessee, Georgia.
Man, I missed that. I had the headline at Joker's Comedy Club in Clarksville.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So DJ Pryor there?
Yeah, DJ Pryor was there. Right. Yeah. He actually hosted the whole thing.
Okay.
So we had a great time, man.
Yeah, I've done that. That's great.
So as you know, Clarksville is really about 45 minutes away from here, but that club is about an hour and a half. So that's why I had to hurry up and get up out of there.
Why is it so far? It's
like deep on the other side of Clarksville.
Okay.
Yeah, that's funny because the exact same thing happened to me. Alabama Tennessee game last year when I did it, and that game went like really close too. And I had to hit the road for Jokers. Man, I didn't get to finish the game, and I'm in my car like, is this worth it?
That's the game where Tennessee won, and they tore the. Wow, that was a big one.
Yeah.
It's almost like they look at the college football schedule and go, all right, we'll book them on. What are the best games of the year? Let's book them on that. I was in Denver, Colorado with Nate. 3 shows at the Ball Arena where the Nuggets play.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
That's wild.
Pretty crazy. Nate, as you know, if you listen, Nate flew in from L.A. He was rehearsing for the Emmys all week, did the 3 shows, immediately flew out after the shows and did the Emmys. So Nate will, when Nate's back, I'm sure we'll hear more in depth, but he was doing that. It was just a crazy weekend, a lot of chaos, which was kind of fun. But the shows were like, Denver's such a good comedy town. We were talking about it. Like, I don't know. The shows there are
It is a good comedy town. Really good.
And I'll say this. Jay and I will be at Comedy Works in Denver next week. We plugged the show on stage. That show sold out. We just added a show at Comedy Works, so there's still a chance to come see us next week.
That's
if
a
you're
hot
in the Denver
club.
area.
Hot
sure
club.
is, man.
That's great.
Sure is.
Super fun.
A lot of Nate's, but Joe List came by. Rory Scovel was there. Luke Knoll, who's with not Luke Knoll, Luke Moniz, who is with Joe List. It was just a fun weekend, fun hang. So I'm sure we'll hear more about the Emmys and stuff when Nate's back. I'm going to get the inside scoop on some stuff.
And Leanne Morgan also on the Emmys.
Leanne Morgan was there. James Austin Johnson was in that intro sketch. So there's a lot of Tennessee going on there. What about you, Dusty? Where were you at?
I went to Binghamton, New York on Friday with my friend.
Sorry, that sounds like Brian's tour.
With Binghamton's
I know, but it's
very nice.
I know.
That's where my friend Bill Lake is at. He opened for me. And
sounds like a guy that would open for me.
Bill's great. And,
I know he is.
You go, nah, Bill's good.
And and a fan gave me this hat.
Yep.
Very good hat. Quality hat. Very thick.
Yeah.
And then
Is that bedazzled?
I don't think it's bedazzled.
No.
But
It's got some beads
Yeah, it's got
or
some
something.
beads on it. Yeah, I mean, it's
that's
a
nice.
lot of work went into this hat.
Sure, yeah.
And then I went to Buffalo, New York on Saturday. Great shows. Buffalo, they were both very good crowds. The Buffalo crowd was really great. And then I did an hour and a half, both shows. So I'm breaking my own record almost every time. So
Are you going in with it with the goal of doing that, or is it just you're getting more comfortable going that long?
I don't know. I'm kind of at this place where I'm like, I'm doing one show a night. I'm not getting as many reps as I'd like to get.
Yeah, that's
so I'm
true.
like, I want to do all my jokes. All my jokes I'm working on, I want to make sure I do them in the show.
Yeah.
And then I feel good. You know, the hardest part's starting the show. Once you're up there and you're going, I'm like, let's just go with it. It's one show. Everybody paid money to be here. Let's give them a show.
Mm-hmm.
I love that last week when you did an hour and a half, you're like, well, Auburn, that's basically my hometown,
Yeah.
guys. Of course. I'm going
Yeah.
You're in
You go to
Binghamton,
Buffalo, New York.
in Buffalo.
Well, once I realized I could do it, I mean, in Binghamton, I even missed a chunk. I was riffing a bunch.
Yeah.
I missed a chunk of my jokes. And in Buffalo, I didn't riff as much, but they were such a great crowd, so into it, so they gave me I went out and they cheered, and then I was like, all right. And then they gave me a second applause.
second,
and
like,
I
wave.
don't
Yeah.
really get that. So it was
That's awesome.
very nice.
As soon as that happened, you're like, man, I'm giving y'all 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, it is I want this show to be good now. They seem very happy to be here. So I need this show to be good.
Yeah.
So usually, do you just do an hour before then?
Well, like at a club, I'll do an hour.
Yeah.
But I mean, I started doing, an hour 10, and then it slowly moved to an hour 20. And then in my kind of a hometown show, I did an hour 30.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I can just do that now.
Do you see a big appreciation from the people when you do more than an hour?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I see people mention it sometimes online that they were like, impressed that I was on stage for so long.
Are you giving updates on your time throughout the set? That'd be funny. You're like, just hit an hour. We're not even close to done.
Call your babysitter.
Hour 15, still going.
I mean, they used to say George Carlin, Bill Cosby, comics, old school comics like that would come out, no opener, do 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that I want to do no opener, but I do like
But
the
you wanna
idea
do the 2 hours.
of doing
wanna do
2
2
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I mean, I'm like,
Yeah, I don't want to do no opener. I do like the idea of my opener doing 5 minutes.
exactly.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Hey, bud, I'm doing 2 hours and 30 minutes a night.
Yeah.
I need you to go up there and just say my name and come back.
Exactly. And then you can just go home. You can do the 5 and then head
You
on
can
home.
be to Chattanooga by the time Dusty gets off stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm
awesome,
talking
man.
about.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is great.
But it was great. Super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, comedy's fun.
Okay, y'all, we got to talk about something I didn't know I cared about until it changed my life.
Oh, man.
My wallet.
Wow.
Whoa.
Now listen.
Big money.
Before Ridge, I was carrying around this big, bulky leather situation.
Huge wad of cash.
Yeah. Yeah. It looked like it had been passed down from my great-grandfather.
It actually was. I've seen it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Jay, you're a guest. It was lumpy, crusty, held together with hope, and I'm pretty sure it was responsible for my lower back pain, which you guys have heard me talk about, because I was sitting on it like it was a throw pillow. But then I found Ridge, and I got to tell you guys, I am obsessed. Look at that, Jay. Look at that.
That's nice.
A Ridge wallet. Open it up there. Look at that.
Sharp.
Stuff
sleek.
just pops right out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It holds up
Fire.
to 12 cards plus cash, and it's made with these crazy high quality materials: aluminum, titanium, even carbon fiber. They've got over 50 colors and styles, plus Ridge backs it all up with a lifetime warranty. This is literally the last wallet you'll ever need. It's probably going to be the last wallet I'll ever need anyway.
Yeah.
But even for young guys like yourself, you're never going to need another one. And for a limited time, our listeners get 10% off at Ridge by using code Nateland at checkout. Just head to ridge.com and use code Nateland and you're all set. After you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them our show sent you.
Did you go to Niagara Falls up there? Have you been up there before?
I have been there, but I didn't go there.
Because we're going to Buffalo later in the year, and I was wondering, is it worth driving out there just to see it?
You two together? Yeah. I'd love to see that.
Take a boat ride.
What does that mean?
Take a boat ride.
Yeah, take a boat ride.
Yeah, go under the falls. Do a night tour.
February Falls at
February
night.
14th.
wants to come back.
Get
That's
a,
basically
bottle,
what you said.
get a bottle of champagne. You know what I mean?
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is it a Valentine's show?
It's in October, dude.
All right.
I just want to know if it's one of those, because there have been things on the road. People go, you got to go see it, and you drive there, and you're like, all right.
Yeah.
They do say the Canadian side is better than the American side.
Yeah,
But it's the
Who
same
says
fall.
that, Hannah?
It's the same falls.
Well, what it is the American side has the better, bigger falls, but you see it better from the Canadian side.
Oh, okay.
But that's where I've seen it, and it is really nice.
Okay.
I think I don't know. I think it's worth it.
All right.
It's-
I want to go check it out.
Where's all that water coming from?
That's what I'm always saying. It's so much water that I'm like, where is this coming from? It just keeps flowing.
What is it? It's a river, right? What's
They
the
pipe it in, I guess. I don't know. I've never been there.
It's so much
The
water.
Niagara River?
Maybe.
I mean, it would have to be, right? If that's where it falls.
If
But
we go,
I think they cycle it around.
It's the water at Niagara Falls comes from a system of interconnected rivers and lakes, primarily the Niagara River, which itself is fed by 4 of the 5 Great Lakes: Erie, Huron, Michigan, and Superior. So it's got 4 of the Great Lakes going into a river, and that's why it's got so much power behind it.
But you're just like, if you let's say you drain. You empty a cooler, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as you use that little thing, and when it first starts coming, it's flowing hard.
Yeah.
But then eventually it runs out of water and the flow stops. And there's so much water. I don't know how many gallons are pumping over a minute, but it is unbelievable. And so.
And then where does that water go once it comes over the falls?
Yeah.
40 million gallons every minute.
That's what I'm saying.
The highest flow rate of any waterfall on the planet. Not the biggest, but it's got the most water going through it.
Got the best flow.
It's got the
That's what you need, the best flow.
That's all you need, man.
That's all
Some
you
good
need,
flow.
bro.
Let's see if I can look. Here's some pictures.
Okay. Of you there on the Canadian side?
Yeah.
Is it worth going to the Canadian side to see it?
I would say it depends on what the border is looking like. Look at that.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's crazy. Are you getting hit with the water from it? Is it?
I think you can feel a little bit of a mist.
Is there
but if you
mist in the air?
They do let you take a little boat ride, a little tour down in it,
Yeah.
and then you get close, and I think you do get pretty wet down
like on
there.
The Office.
Yeah, Jim and Pam got married.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I didn't
We
know.
decided to do that. I would not be bringing champagne. I would.
Yeah.
We'll take it
Jay
out.
wants to make it very clear.
I didn't know what Brian was actually saying, but I just kept running with it.
Jay wants to make it very clear. We will be driving in separate cars to Niagara Falls.
Different boats
But
also.
no, I think it's I think it's great out there. And I don't know, honestly, I don't know why it would be romantic. I just think there's a lot of water out here. I don't think, ooh, I'd like to really kiss my wife out here.
Do you think like a mountain?
You know what I mean?
What about at sunset at golden hour?
Yeah, I guess so. I just don't know why those things in particular are romantic.
You don't like nature. You don't
I'm
like
wet.
nature stuff. Is
I
romantic?
do, but nature doesn't. It doesn't go, like, I'd like to. Where's my wife?
It seemed like be extremely loud. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like,
so loud,
Yeah.
so loud.
I didn't even think about the noise.
We got a hotel where we were able to look out over the falls.
That's
and
awesome.
And then at night they kind of light it up.
So you spent a whole weekend there.
Just one night.
Okay.
All right.
You remember in Superman 2 when they go to Niagara Falls and that little boy falls off the falls and Superman saves?
Yeah.
Does he reverse the flow of the river or something?
No, he could have.
Yeah, he could
Superman
have.
just stopped the flow of the river to save a child.
And then Lois Lane,
Yeah.
she's convinced Clark Kent is Superman, which of course she's right. So she jumps into Niagara Falls because she knows he'll have to save her.
And then he didn't do it.
Yeah, he didn't save her.
And she dies?
No, but
That was the last Superman movie, I guess.
I'm beginning tired of her nagging. Just
Yeah.
let her fall.
Yeah.
Just let her fall.
show her.
Yeah.
Superman, like, I'm not going out for Valentine's Day anymore, guys.
Okay, do you guys want to read comments?
Let's get into it.
The comments come from Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Apple Podcast reviews, and Nateland at natebargatze.com, not Brian's email.
And you don't have to leave them on multiple platforms. I'll
Just
see it.
one will do.
Yeah.
But to increase visibility, you should send it to everything, right?
In fact,
I'm just kidding.
the more Brian sees it, probably the less like you
Yes.
are to include it.
Yes.
Okay, this first comment comes from Gems, Jems, Gems,
Gems for men.
Dusty. Okay. Well, Gems actually sounds like a very good name. And their comment goes, Dusty, you have been genuinely missed.
Wow.
The fun, eccentric uncle that everyone loves to see at the family get-together. So thanks, James.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was back last week.
Well, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
That you were missed.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that.
You weren't all the way back last week, be honest. Now you're back.
I think I'm that uncle for the people on this podcast, but not for my own nephews and nieces.
They go, oh, great, Dusty's coming to Uncle Dusty's coming to dinner.
They go, he's going to ask us about our jobs and then ask us what we'd really like to be doing with our lives. I try to inspire people in my family, and they're not hearing it.
He's going to talk all Thanksgiving about how it's a fake holiday.
Yeah.
No, that's the one he believes in.
Well, that's true. That is true. But I had a niece one time. And I still have her, but I asked her what job would she want to do if she could do anything, and she said, I really like working in a factory. I go, no, not a job that you think you could get.
Yeah.
I'm saying a job, if you could just pick anything, what would it be? She goes, I don't know. I really just like working in a factory.
But what are they making in the factory?
I don't know. I think
VHS tapes.
I think for her, she means I don't have to talk to people, and I just want to do this.
That is a good answer to end the conversation.
Yeah.
What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to work in the factory. All right. Well, good luck.
Yeah. Okay. Jacob Harper, as a doctor. Oh, okay, Jacob. As a doctor, it is obviously wild to
Absolutely.
me. What?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah. As a doctor, it is absolutely wild to me that Dusty, the king of we need to avoid dangerous chemicals, is so pro-tobacco. Just because it comes out of the ground does not mean it isn't horrible for you. Well, Jacob, Dr. Harper, I said, like cigarettes, I think are probably loaded with chemicals, but I just think that cigars are okay. I just think
in moderation, obviously.
Yeah, I just think that, I don't think that they're loaded with chemicals. Like coffee, they say has the most pesticides of like anything.
And that comes out of the ground.
Yeah, and it's like, Jacob, I wasn't recommending it for people. I don't know. Maybe I did. Who knows?
I think it was just for your kids.
Yeah. And come on, Dr. Harper. I just think tobacco's. This is why I think that. The government is always very anti-tobacco, but they don't really seem to be anti any of these other chemicals that we're eating and drinking all the time. They're like, oh, yeah, eat the red dye 40s. It's fine. But yet they're so against tobacco. It makes me think tobacco's got something good going on.
It's like when CVS stopped selling cigarettes, but you can still get a box of donuts there.
Right.
That'll kill you too.
Yeah. I'm just saying it makes it seem like tobacco's got something going on with it.
Are they really against tobacco that much? I seen a cigarette pack in Canada, and I was like, if you're really against tobacco, this how the pack.
Well, that's true, but
it's like somebody would.
Yeah, they put the pictures on.
Yeah,
they put the pictures on what tobacco will do to you.
Yeah, well, we've got the tobacco industry spends a lot of money to make sure that stuff does not get on those boxes. Though here, they got a pretty big lobbying. It just makes me. I am against cigarettes, but there's other tobaccos that I support.
Do you remember that movie Thank You for Smoking?
Yeah.
That was a pretty good movie.
Aaron Eckhart.
Yeah.
It was good.
And his friends were, what were this? Guns and alcohol? Were they the other?
ATF.
Alcohol, tobacco, firearms.
I feel like he had two other buddies and they all compared their jobs. And
right.
I think he had the easiest as far as keeping people addicted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I still stand by my pro-tobacco stand.
It'd be so funny if he was like, yeah, I'm a doctor of literature or something. Like, it's not even a medical doctor. A PhD in English lit.
Ellie Conzel. I feel like Grease is missing from Brian's movie list. The scene where Sandy smokes a cigarette at the end of the movie is the only time I thought smoking looked cool. I agree that Grease makes smoking look cool, but I think Sandy for a second makes it look cool, and when she throws it down and then crushes it out, I think they make it look cool throughout that whole movie.
I love that in Grease, all these people look like they're in their 40s. Aren't they supposed to be high school kids?
Yeah,
they are.
They're smoking.
That's
could have been.
Hey, good point, Dusty. Travolta was 14 when he filmed it.
Now that scene, she doesn't know how to smoke a cigarette,
right?
And her friends have to show her.
Yeah.
So I don't know why it's funny. I wouldn't necessarily call it cool.
I think she looks pretty cool.
It's just a pretty girl smoking a cigarette.
And to me, that's when she looks the worst in the whole movie.
Oh, I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't think so.
I liked her much more as
once she lit the cigarette, it was over for you.
Well, the way she's dressed and everything.
This is my favorite look.
Yeah,
for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that fits both of our personalities.
Yeah. I mean, Sandy here, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's Danny who lost it with his Letterman jacket. But he even takes it off. I mean, they both leave looking like this. That song, I got chills, they're multiplying. Oh,
Dusty loves High School Musicals.
I love Grease is the only musical I really like. I love that movie.
I heard didn't you go see Hamilton on Broadway?
No. You know what? I take it back though. I did see Wicked on Broadway. We've talked about
right.
that before.
Yeah,
and
right.
it was
shock
very
of
good.
the century.
Yeah,
I heard it was good. I heard it's very good.
Yeah,
I heard it's really
Very good.
The Wiz has come to TPAC. You guys want to all go together?
I definitely would love to go see the Wiz.
Okay, I don't want it to just be me and you. We're already going to Niagara Falls together, Jay.
I will bring champagne for us to go see the Wiz.
What's the Wiz?
I'll let you explain it, Jay.
Why are you letting me explain it?
I got this one, Jay.
Basically the black version of the Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like what's different about it?
Well, the original
than
was
the actors.
Original was Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Starts later.
Diana Ross, I think.
Not gonna start on time, okay? But yeah, it's more like a soul musical, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Got a little bit more rhythm.
Okay.
Yeah.
My wife was in a production of The Wiz in high school.
She was.
I don't know what she played in it. I think she just played just like a person singing. But I don't think she was like The Wiz.
I would love to see Lucy in The Wiz.
Is it different songs or do they just sing them differently?
Sing them different. No, it's something that's different, and then they sing some other songs different.
Okay.
But it's the same plot.
Same plot. You know what I'm saying? Let's sing like ease on down the road. You know what I mean?
What do they do? So they do live, but what do they do about the when she lands in the yellow brick road? What are those people called?
The Munchkins.
The Munchkins. What do
yeah.
they do? They can't do that now, right?
I don't know.
I think they do.
I would assume they would. It's part of the movie.
I think it's too bad that they don't do more of that because I think people that are like little people,
that's a job.
Want the job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, let's say do more of that. Give them some jobs.
That's what Nick Novicki's pushing for.
Yeah. Peter Dinklage wants all the work.
Yeah.
That's why he shames everybody that tries to do it.
Yeah.
He costs $7 people that job in the latest Snow White.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That's crazy.
Well, he made a big deal saying that it's bad that they would, cast people in those roles. So they made
As
CGI.
the seven dwarfs.
They made CGI dwarves.
That's crazy. Well, that's the reason why I recently found out a couple months ago you can hire little people to come out and just do whatever you want them. Whatever you want them to do. I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
I don't think that.
Now that I don't know if that's okay.
I mean, they're not gonna do everything, but it is a
What are
company.
you talking about?
You're talking
I'm
about
dead
like
serious.
home repair and stuff?
No, there is a company where you can hire if you need a little person to
Like
come out and do
entertainment.
whatever for entertainment.
Yeah.
They will come out for a fee. They have a set fee because
Okay.
it was a comedian trying to get one to come here.
Oh, I
And-
did
and-
know. I knew that. Yeah.
And then just
It's
order.
Jay Flake talking, by the way, if you're listening.
I'm sorry.
But no, like
I'm sorry if I offended anybody by saying it, but
No,
it is a
I'm glad they didn't do that.
it is the kind of thing
What's
where
the website?
it's like
I don't even want to say the URL.
All right, go ahead.
we'll talk about it after the show.
Yeah.
I'll ask Nick.
but I just think, I mean, that might be, a good job, because if you I don't know, I always think about this. Like if you're like a little person and you just work at Home Depot, it's like everybody that comes in there is looking at you,
Sure.
you might as well,
Might as well be on a stage.
yeah, if they're just going to look at you, you might as well make a little extra money,
Might as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't ease them out of movies like little people don't exist in the real world.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you can't change up a store and you're like, hey, we're going to CGI these guys.
But
No, man.
dwarfs don't
yeah.
exist in the real world.
Well, that's
Dwarfism
debatable.
does.
Yeah, dwarfism, yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen the Snow White movie, but I assume they don't look like little people.
They're like little weird kind of CGI. They're like weird. They're weird. People, everybody criticized them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get some real people in here.
Okay.
Let's do
Yeah,
this job.
exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Peter Dinklage got to play I think it was Peter Dinklage got to play the role of all the Oompa Loompas in
He did. Which
in
was
the Johnny
crazy.
Depp Willy Wonka.
That wasn't Peter Dinklage.
I don't know who that was.
Whoever that guy was.
Whoever
no,
that
he
guy
got his
was, he
Wonka.
played every Oompa Loompa in the whole movie.
I
It
don't
was
think that was
crazy.
Peter Dinklage. though.
Whoever it was, though, he got all of those wrong. He should have not got all of them.
I agree.
Peter Dinklage was in Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, he was. I like Peter Dinklage. He's. I think he had a movie that I like called The Station Agent. I
Yeah.
saw that and I really liked that movie. I like Peter Dinklage. I don't. Yeah. Okay, that's not Peter Dinklage.
No,
Yeah,
definitely
that
not.
wasn't him.
Yeah.
I regret Googling that.
But he does have every.
It was this guy. It was that guy that they duplicated a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where did all the original ones go from the first movie? You know what I'm saying? Just bring all of them back.
Well, that
Yeah.
was like 60 years ago.
So
they're all just old. Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, he just got a bunch of real old.
Loompa, doopity-doo. Bring them back. Bring them back. You know what I mean?
Okay, Amy Baumiller. Baumiller. You think that's it? Baumiller? This episode brought back memories of my mom making me run into the store for her to buy her cigarettes. I was 8. I also remember when I started smoking in a hospital in 1987.
Started working.
Started working.
Started smoking in the hospital is crazy.
I bet she did. I also remember when I started working in a hospital in 1987, they let patients smoke in their rooms. How times have changed. Dusty, it's good to have you back. Thank you, Amy. And I bet that was a great time to be in the hospital. You're like, I'm in here, my leg is broken, and I don't want to have to hobble outside to smoke a cigarette. Let me just fire it up in this room.
Nurse lights it for you.
Right.
Man, that's wild.
You had a rough surgery. Let me get that for you.
Recovering from lung cancer.
Did you guys ever have to go to the store and get cigarettes for somebody in your family?
I never did.
Never. You
I
bet.
don't think so.
Well,
You did?
yeah. My grandma used to smoke Misty soft packs.
Oh, I remember those.
She used to send me with a note to the store. It's right across the street, and they always say, "I bet not find out you smoking these." I was like, I'm 6.
And you think I'd be smoking Misties?
Right.
What are Misties? Like Virginia Slims, like kind of like
Something like
old
that.
woman cigarette.
Old woman cigarettes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like those are the cigarettes that they know the kids aren't smoking.
Yeah.
There's something kind of like the person at the store knew your grandmother.
Yeah. Because the store was literally like, down the street. It wasn't even a quarter of a mile away.
Okay.
So she could sit on the porch and watch me go to the store and come back.
I just like the idea of that, of the store knowing all the people.
I like that
around
too.
and,
Yeah.
That was before Dollar General took over the world.
This was in Milan?
Yes, it was a mile. Yeah. The Barbecue Pit was the name of the store.
Oh, wow.
They sold everything. They sold everything.
Barbecue?
But of course.
I like that kind of store. There was that store where my dad lives. It was called Larry Edge's Grocery. I think it was just called Edge's Grocery, but Larry Edge was always in there, old man, always working, him and his wife. They're always running the store. And we could have done that. My dad didn't really smoke. My dad told me he smoked, but he would always bum cigarettes off people, is what he said. Yeah. He didn't have his own pack. He would just
the
show
worst
up.
kind of smoke.
Yeah. He would carry his own lighter, but bum cigarettes.
You need a lighter? Give me a cigarette. You can use mine.
Yeah. But but that would have been the kind of store you could have done that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I miss those stores.
Like my dad had a charge account at that store where you just run a tab.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Where me and my stepbrothers would go get candy and go, put it on the tab until my dad, realized how much we were using it. And then we got cut off.
We just had a Winn-Dixie up the street.
Yeah.
I stole from it once as a kid.
Cigarette?
Not a cigarette.
Cigar.
Bubblicious gum.
Oh, yeah.
I stole it. I never even chewed it. I just kept it in my pocket.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was like the rush of stealing. You was like,
It felt good, dude. And then it fell out of my pocket, and my dad drove me back up, and I had to return it to the store.
Wow.
Walked up to the woman that I stole it from and gave it back to her.
Wow.
How old were you?
6 or 7.
I remember you've shared the story before the podcast,
Mhm.
and it was like your one time to kind of break a crime or commit a crime.
It was the first time I remember going, I shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
And I did it, and it felt good.
Wasn't your last time, but yeah.
At least you got Big League Chew. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I love Big League Chew.
Yeah.
Did the lady you handed it to, what was her reaction?
She was probably 14 years old. She didn't care at all.
She was like,
She
okay.
put it
You're
in her
wasting my
pocket.
time.
Fall always feels like a whole reset on life. It's a crazy time. Back to school, busier routine, shorter days. Finding time to cook can be tough. That's why I and my family love Factor. Their chef-prepared, dietitian-approved meals make it easy to stay on track and enjoy something comforting and delicious, no matter how hectic the season gets. Now you can choose from a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp at no extra cost. Plus, it can help your wellness journey. Enjoy more GLP-1 friendly meals and new Mediterranean diet options that have more proteins and fats that are actually good for you. From more choices to better nutrition, that's why 97% of customers say that Factor helped them live a better life. 97%.
That's
basically 100%. Feel the difference no matter your routine. I use Factor, and now I'm excited to try their Asian-inspired meals. No matter what I'm feeling, they probably got it. Eat smart at factormeals.com/Nate50off and use code Nate50off to get 50% off your first box. Plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code Nate50off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase.
Okay. Dorinda Willoughby. You think Dorinda?
Yeah, Dorinda.
Dorinda Willoughby.
What else would be Dorinda?
Dorinda?
I think Dorinda's probably.
Dorinda.
Yeah.
D.
Not sure the criteria for picking top country songs that reference tobacco, but my immediate thoughts were King of the Road by Roger Miller, and Counting Flowers on the Wall by the Statler Brothers. Yeah, both of those are good. King of the Road, I smoke old stogies I have found. They're short but not too big around. And then Counting Flowers on the Wall, he says, smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. You know that.
Sure.
My parents played both when I was growing up, and those songs made me smile. Thanks for bringing the memories to mind, even though those songs didn't make your list. They should have made the list, and I'm sorry.
I can name a movie each one of these songs is in.
I can name one, Pulp Fiction.
Yep. You've seen Pulp Fiction, right, Aaron?
I have, yeah. It's been a while.
So the scene where Bruce Willis goes and retrieves his watch from his apartment.
Okay.
Gets in his car, turns it on. That song's on. He's singing it.
Wow.
Right before he runs into Ving Rhames.
Okay.
Literally.
Yeah.
And then King of the Road in Swingers. The movie
Right.
Swingers when they're going back home from Vegas.
Yeah. These are great songs.
Yeah.
So. Philo Bedeau.
Philo Bedeau.
Philo Bedeau.
That's a Clint Eastwood character.
Okay.
In Any Which Way But Loose.
Okay. I have that movie.
Brian,
I've not watched
Steel
it
Trap, man.
in a long time, but yeah. Right turn, Clyde.
That's right.
Yeah. Brian, you and I are the same age.
Makes sense.
I can't believe you didn't mention Sonny Crockett. The younger folks have no idea how cool and influential Miami Vice was.
Well, he was. We talked about Miami Vice, I feel like, recently on here. I guess they mean as far as smoking.
He smoked a lot, Sonny Crockett.
I mean, I guess they did. I don't really think
Yeah,
about it.
there
I just
it
think
is
about
right
the
there.
way he dressed. And yeah, that was a very popular. It came on, I'm pretty sure it came on Friday nights. So it made it not seem quite so lame if you're home on a Friday night because the show was so cool. Or at least that's what I told myself.
Yeah. You're like, I didn't want to go out anyway.
Yeah.
Miami Vice is on.
Yeah,
I got to watch Sonny Crockett
that's right.
with my friend Philo Bedeau.
Yeah.
Cameron Hadley. There is a place in Savannah, Georgia that sells cigarillos modeled after the ones Clint Eastwood smokes in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly that are aged in bourbon. They are the best tobacco product I've ever had. They leave the taste of bourbon on your lips, and the smoke tastes like cherry wood. It's the best. I got to say, I probably hate those.
Really? I thought you'd love it.
No, I don't. First off, I'm an alcoholic. I don't need the taste of bourbon on my lips. I think that might trigger me.
But besides that, I thought you would love it.
Yeah.
I know. I think that's probably looks cool, but I like cigars that just taste like tobacco. Sometimes people like to get the flavored ones. I'm not into it. There was a time I liked Black and Milds or
Wine.
Yeah.
Black and mild wine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Never thought Dusty would say smoking black and mild.
I used to smoke.
Wood tip.
Wood.
I was the plastic tip guy. I used to smoke a lot of Black and Milds, and I would inhale them. And I quit smoking cigarettes, and I started smoking Black and Milds. And then I had to go back to cigarettes because
The Black and Milds were tearing
I
you
was
up.
killing myself smoking.
Yeah.
But I love a Black and Mild.
Did you ever take the paper on the inside? It's like some paper inside of people. People used to take it out. They break it down and take out that paper.
Yeah, you used to, you do it like this and rub all the tobacco into the plastic and then go put it back in.
What is a Black and Mild?
Kind of loosens it up.
Sounds like a tour that you two would do together.
It's
That's funny. That's a good one. That's a good one.
The Black and Mild
The
tour.
black and mild tour. And Aaron Weber Black and Mild tour. That's crazy.
That's a good name.
Wood tip
what is a
version.
Black and
Yeah.
Mild, though?
It's like a baby cigar, I guess.
Okay, so it's
I don't smoke.
in between a cigarette and a cigar?
I guess. So.
I think it. Yeah, I think so because
Yeah.
I
You've
would.
seen them at the gas station, I'm sure.
I would
they're-
never inhale a full-on cigar, but Black and Mild. I mean, it's it's a bit more like a
Okay.
more like a cigarette than but it's somewhere in between. It's not good for you.
Yeah.
No, not
I
at
want to
all.
make that clear to the good doctor. We're
Yeah.
not recommending any of this.
Yeah.
I don't smoke. I just know a lot of people smoke Black and Milds. Where I grew up at, none of them was white. So I was surprised that
Well,
Dusty was smoking the black.
I mean, I grew up in Opelika, Alabama, and there was a lot of a lot of us smoking Black and Mild.
Okay.
We
All
were Opelika's a Black and Mild kind of place, and we had a great time. Black and Milds, Newports. I mean, we were doing I can't get into it too much, but Stephen Young. I remember cigarette vending machines in restaurants when I was a child in the 80s. Seems hard now to believe that was a thing. I remember
more like Stephen Old, am I right?
Oh, boom, boom.
I remember cigarette vending machines in Charleston in the,
they're still at bars.
mid
somehow.
mid 2000s. Yeah.
A buddy of mine in college bought an old vending machine on Craigslist and filled it with prepackaged 2 cigarettes. And he made a bunch of money.
Oh,
He
yeah.
put that at a fraternity house.
Oh,
in
those
Tennessee.
are good. If you can just get, because that's sometimes when I was like smoking, but like was like trying to quit, like I didn't want to have a pack, but I would offer people money for a cigarette.
Now imagine there's a vending machine, you could buy 2 cigarettes for $1.
I know,
I mean, you would clean up if you were the one
They
selling.
sell them in packs of 2?
No, my buddy, this was all illegal. My buddy would buy cartons and then repackage them in 2.
Oh, he like seal them
It
somehow.
filled just a little piece of tape around them.
Oh.
And some gas stations would sell singles, I think, sometimes.
Lucy's.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
That's
Yeah.
illegal.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like your dad in the sense that you're like, I'm not going to own cigarettes. I'm just going to get it from other people.
Well, but I would offer people money
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
Because I almost felt like it was more of like I was trying to keep myself from smoking. So it was a punishment to myself. If you're willing to do it, it's got to cost you money.
Oh, okay.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But people love to go, don't worry about it, and just give you the cigarette. And
And then they complain later.
Yeah.
This is always bumming cigarettes off of me. Took my last
Yeah.
wood tip Black and Mild.
Yeah. The only cigarette that a guy, one time I bummed one, he goes, it's a clove. And I go, that's fine. I don't care. And then I took like 2 puffs and I was like, nah, I'm not into that. I don't know. I'm not into clove cigarettes. Okay. Bethany Pigot. Brian, did you ever have a moral dilemma helping grow tobacco, knowing what it can do to people? Jeez, Bethany. I worked at a fried catfish restaurant that summer during college and struggled serving a lady who would come every Friday for a seafood platter, knowing we were probably contributing to her early death.
Well, Brian, when you worked there, that was before all the research came out about this, right?
Well, you're not completely. She
Yeah.
said that summer. What summer is she talking about?
Maybe the same summer that Garth Brooks sang about.
Yeah. To your point, Aaron, that was over 30 years ago, so it was a little bit different then. I mean, obviously, we knew that cigarette smoking's not great for your health, but it wasn't frowned upon like it is now.
Mhm.
And no, I didn't really. I mean, I was a college kid just working the summer trying to help out. I don't even really think I processed like us out in the fields someday going to lead to a cigarette. Somebody smoking.
There were so many steps in between that you weren't thinking about.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to speak to Bethany. I just want to take a little of this burden off of her. She seems to burden herself with this. She says, I struggled selling this lady fried catfish every Friday night, knowing what we were probably contributing to her early death. It's like, just take it easy. The lady enjoys the fried catfish. She wants to come in and get it. Let her have it. And don't worry yourself with it. That lady, if she ain't going to buy the fried catfish from you, if you go, hey, if you start nagging this lady going, this is hurting your health, she's going to go somewhere else and get her fried catfish.
That is a fact.
Don't harass the lady and don't put this burden on yourself, Bethany.
Well, it was probably a really unhealthy looking woman,
Yeah. But
I mean,
she's doing it
what
to
are you gonna
herself,
do?
though.
What do you need to go? She orders and you go, you sure?
Right. We can bring it out grilled. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I do offer
Yeah.
blackened shrimp.
We also got broccoli. You don't have to get the baked potato or the fries.
But
Oops, we're out of baked potatoes. She's like, I see all these other tables with them.
Last one.
That was the last one.
I like to mention
All right.
when Brian worked there, what was it, 30 years ago? That's back when they used to make the cool commercials for cigarettes. You remember they used to have the cartoon commercials for cigarettes? They used to try to make cigarettes like the thing to be
I
back
know.
then, like 30 years ago. You know what I mean?
back in the good old
The
days.
Camels.
Well, 30 years ago, I was in
Yeah.
college,
Joe
so
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really remember the cartoons.
Joe Camel,
They used
though.
to be the commercials.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
Joe Camel, it was a cartoon.
Yeah, a little
Joe
cartoon
Camel was a
camel.
commercial. Yeah.
He's smoking,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matt, this episode was the most interaction with the behind the scenes crew. When are you going to have them on the pod? The people want to see the real Nateland crew.
They're not even paying attention today.
Yeah. Who's going to film if we put them on the podcast?
Well, I got about 5 complaints last week about my nose whistle, so I don't think they're doing that great a job. You gotta get that out, guys.
Yeah, they go. I
can't do everything around here.
The nose whistle's back.
I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Our next sponsor, AG1, is now offering AGZ. That's right. I've got my morning routine down, and now I'm optimizing my night routine, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like a little DJ.
The sleep you get tonight defines tomorrow. So AGZ helps you get the most out of your day by helping your body and mind wind down. Wake up feeling well rested without the grogginess. AGZ is a nighttime drink designed to support restful, restorative sleep. Mm-hmm. Jeez. With clinically studied key
You haven't had your AG1 yet today.
Yeah. Oh, it gets worse. Key ingredients including adaptogens.
Adaptogens?
Yeah. Where's Nate to read this? Herbs, or I would say herbs, and minerals. AGZ is a melatonin-free formula that supports the body's natural sleep cycle. AGZ is a nighttime drink designed to support restful... Oh, this word again. Restorative?
Yeah, restorative.
Sleep. With a combination of, am I being pranked here? Calming herbs, minerals, and adaptogens. AGZ is designed to help you wind down in the evening and wake up feeling refreshed. It's so good that that's the only reason I'm still reading this, because I believe in AGZ, guys. It isn't a melatonin-based supplement. It's a combination of nutrients with benefits that compound over time, all to work in harmony with your natural sleep cycle without overriding it. So start today. Start taking your sleep seriously with AGZ. Head to drinkag1.com/Nate to get a free welcome kit with the flavor of your choice that includes a 30-day supply of AGZ and a free frother. That's drinkag1.com/Nate to get started.
Jacob Lewis film. Is that Lewis or Louis? Jacob Louis film. Brian with a terrible take on the Phillies lady. Shaking my head.
Well,
I don't even know if you ever got to your take on it.
I
think we interrupted you.
I defended her in the sense that, yes, I think she was totally in the wrong, but she's just getting crushed online and, just people saying awful things, wanting her to lose her job and all that, to the point where now I said it felt a little Bartman-ish, Steve Bartman.
Yeah, sure.
Just the mob coming after her. And I still feel that way.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not defending her actions.
Sure.
But I think she's...
Losing a job over that is crazy.
Yeah, I think she's still in hiding as far as I know.
Yeah, it's just a baseball.
Everyone's trying to find her.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. Okay, Candace Huggins. When Dusty decided to villainize the dad who gave crazy Phillies Karen the baseball, I was filled with indignation. If that had been my family with some unstable woman yelling at us, I'm positive my husband would have done the same thing just to get her out of our faces. Baseballs can come and go. He gave it up, and they were blessed with way more in return for being the reasonable party. Yeah, I mean, I just think the dad looked weak in front of his son. That's all I think.
His son was like, "You need to be a man."
Yeah, it's the dad did something like he walks over and gets the ball, and the way he grabs it and kind of holds it up, and then the way he puts it in his son's glove, he's like, "Look at me, I got it, I did it." And then the woman comes over and yells at him, and he goes, "Oh, here you go." It's like, don't make all the other.
There was a little bit of time of him probably realizing this woman's crazy. I don't want it to have some very public confrontation with a crazy woman. So let me just give her the ball. And this will be a lesson to my kid that sometimes the best way to deal with stuff is just to retreat from it.
I agree with you, but I still think he should have held on to it. I do agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I still think he goes, nah, we got it, okay?
It's also, things are in the heat of the moment. It's tough to judge somebody because it's easy to look back and say you should have done this. But in the heat of the moment, who knows how you behave.
And I really don't want either of them to lose their jobs. That's insane. And they shouldn't be trying to track this lady down. No. Also insane. It's like, just let's relax.
It depends on what their jobs are.
I wonder if Candace would feel the same if they didn't get way more in return. Because sometimes that don't happen either. Well, exactly. Sometimes you just go home without the baseball that you might have promised your kids you was going to try to get them before you got there.
Yeah, that's a good take. It like say he gave it up and then they left and the Phillies didn't do anything for the kid. And now the kid's like, Dad, why'd you give my ball away to that lady?
They reward her for standing up for herself.
A powerful lesson in speaking your truth.
That's a good thought. Come
and for all those looking for that one, we don't know what that one was going through before she came to that game either.
Exactly.
Exactly. I don't agree with let's demonizing this lady like this.
If my worst moments were caught on film,
right,
I wouldn't be allowed in a particular McDonald's at 10:32 a.m.
That's
crazy. Some of my worst moments were at McDonald's too.
All right. Well, that's a good segue because this week we're talking about youth sports. And we got a man who I think can have a little insight in this because not only are you a dad of three daughters?
3 daughters, yeah.
You're
I will
also
not try for 4. I will not.
Who I assume participate in at least cheerleading?
Yeah, we got cheerleading, track, and band.
Okay. And you're a referee.
I do. I do basketball, baseball, and football. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. The trifecta. Which one's the hardest?
The hardest? I would say basketball because basketball is like an instant. When you see something, you got to make it an instant call.
Is that also the one you're the most animated in? Like it feels like a basketball coach or basketball referee can really get animated with
charge.
Yeah, you can, depending on what point of the game we're in. If it's a close game, then you a little bit more animated with your calls.
Yeah.
Baseball, I can be animated in the blowout.
Are you behind the plate?
As long as it's a close call. Out on the plate, in the field, it don't matter. I can make a little bit of drama about the call. Yeah. So
does the coach ever come out and yell at you? Do you get in those kind of situations?
I just flagged somebody Saturday morning for cussing on the field.
Okay, what do you referee? Like what level?
Age range, yeah.
Age range. The youngest is like Pee-wee. I go away for football. I do like 5 to 7, which I think is an insane age to have kids play tackle football, all the way up to high school. And for baseball, I don't do the little kids anymore because I feel like the younger, the more dramatic the parents are.
Yeah.
So I usually do like 13 on up to, I do college in the summer. Like they had college? Yeah, because they have like summer leagues where the college kids get together and play. Yeah. So I do some of that. Not as much as I used to, but I would do some of that. Basketball is just strictly high school. Yeah. But I don't do basketball as much as I do the other two.
You do high school football?
Do high school football.
So that's what you're doing right now, right?
Yeah, I do. Well, not as much anymore. Thanks to Aaron Weber here.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about that, to be honest with you. So now, but in the past, I did high school football during the football season. Just about every Friday night I was out there. But now it's just like junior high and JV because Friday nights I'm gone. Friday nights I'm doing shows.
I think like a lot of people, my social media feed these days is full of videos of parents yelling at umpires, confrontations with coaches and parents, and even some of the kids. Do you see more and more of that? Do you think that's a growing problem, or has it always been kind of wild?
Oh, no, it's a growing problem. I was just told Saturday morning that I was fat. A parent told me that I'm taking out on the kids, can only make like $10 a game. And then one yelled out, my wife really doesn't love me, so I take it out on children. This was all one game Saturday morning. And they was 10-year-old kids.
Wow.
I got told all of that.
This is baseball?
This was football.
Football.
And this is the parents?
This was the parents. And the coach said the only time that the team was holding was the 2 times they scored a touchdown. And he said, bleep, de bleep, de bleep, de bleep, de bleep.
Yeah.
And I walked him to the sideline. I said, okay, that's fine. And I dropped 2 flags on him. And then everybody's like, Coach, you need to shut up.
Wow.
It just sounds like chaos out there.
Sounds terrible.
But it doesn't bother me as much. Like it really don't bother me, but I do have a belief that parents are killing youth sports.
Yeah.
saw people on TikTok just saying that they think travel sports for kids is like ruining families. Because everybody, they're putting so much time. So I think the parents are putting so much time into this that they're probably stressed.
Yeah, they are.
So invested now.
It's a lot of money. It's every weekend. You don't get to spend as much family time as you think because you're doing travel ball. Mm-hmm. But there's nothing like going on vacation. Not saying they don't get a chance to go on vacation and stuff like that, but it is stressful because also, I mean, it's a money game as well. So these different leagues keep up with stats. You know, they promise kids sometimes a scout is going to be there. Scout might not be there. Yeah. I've seen travel baseball parents get into it behind me while I'm behind the plate, like literally about to come to fight blows. I call timeout and say, hey, y'all got to get together because the kids are watching this. And then one parent said, well, he told me to shut up. And I said, are you serious right now? Like, are y'all serious?
And to like,
can you throw parents out of the game? I was about to
ask you, what jurisdiction do you have?
I can get rid of parents.
You're the king of the place when you're there, right? You can throw people out.
I can throw people out, and that's no matter what level you at.
Who comes to get them if you throw them out?
If it's a school organized game, it's usually an AD there, and you just tell the AD like, "Hey, dude up there in a striped shirt, gotta go." And I'd be like, okay. So, and what happens is we're saying you the king of it. Yeah. So let's just say we say he got to go. We can go like 15 minutes and I hear his voice again and I can call a timeout and say, hey, AD, we're not going to continue the game until this person leaves.
Oh, man.
Wow.
And then usually they get him up out of there.
So is that why they try to take shots at the pay? Because they would think, I don't know what people get paid, but I would think if the pay wasn't good, they would be a little more appreciative that you're actually out there doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
But maybe they think somehow you're like, I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the power.
Why? Right. I tell people all the time, the perfect game is nobody even notices that I was there.
Yeah. Sure.
That's the perfect game for me. Nobody even notices. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to throw flags. I don't want to call fouls. Now, baseball, I do want to call outs. We're going to be there all day long. But I just want – people got to go into it thinking like this. And this is the reason why we have a shortage in officials. No matter who wins or loses, somebody's going to be mad at you. It could be a perfectly called game.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to be upset with you when that game is over because a lot of people don't take accountability. It's your fault. How do I get called fat and my wife doesn't love me and your team lost 35-0?
Yeah.
We ended the game in the third quarter, but somehow it's my fault.
And it's so dark. It's so dark too to take those kind of shots at you.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, I don't know, just your wife doesn't love you?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even wear my wedding band in most games because I know some shot is going to be taken about me being married.
Did you go home and get a little bit bigger ref shirt after that?
It was kind of snug. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. On the hot days, I'm wearing the breathable ref shirt, which is going to be snug. I'm not gonna lie to you
because that feels like YouTube comments where you're like reading them and like most of them, if they're bad, they don't really bother you. But then there'll be one where you're like,
so personal.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, these guys don't know that you're a comedian too, and you're like, if you really want to go at it back and forth, it's going to change real quick.
I promise, I had my eye on a woman that called me fat, and you should have known the jokes that rambled off in my head. It's like I can't say it to her because I look like the bad guy, but if she says anything to me after this game is over with, I'm letting her have it. This whole time I'm just roasting her in my head.
It's a woman.
I got a minute. I don't care.
No. I'm saying that's even worse to me that a woman is yelling, saying just terrible stuff.
And then what usually happens is most of the time it is the women, and the man is just sitting there like, jeez.
The man's embarrassed.
Yeah,
he's probably like, I didn't even want to do this anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just here to support my kid.
Well, you think the kids are embarrassed too sometimes? They have to be, right?
Sometimes they are. I hear some kids be like, geez, mom, shut up. Of course, she can't hear it.
Yeah.
But they say that. And then some of them, they kind of like rile them on too with what's going on. So it just depends on the kid.
I remember we had a guy, we had one guy growing up, like in youth baseball, that would be, his dad would always be that guy.
Yeah.
But it was like, it was the one guy. We all knew. It wasn't everybody. It just seems like there's a lot of people.
Nowadays, I feel like it's an epidemic.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, I need people to realize this, though. If you put hands on a referee in the state of Tennessee, you might want to do whatever state it is. It's a felony. If I got my shirt on,
really?
If I got my shirt on and you put hands on me, it's a felony in the state.
So you just wear that shirt all the time.
I guess I could.
You go to the mall with it.
Go into Foot Locker.
I'm wearing it on stage this weekend, Aaron, just in case I bomb and nobody like my set.
You under arrest.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
I mean, that's how bad it's gotten. Though.
So this is a new law that they've made or something?
I think it's about like 2 or 3 years old.
Okay, so if a coach comes up and grabs you, there can be serious consequences.
Like the video you sent me where the ump and the coach was like fighting.
Yeah.
Since the coach started that, it can be charged with a felony.
Is that why in baseball the coach will kick dirt on the shoes of the referee? Because he's not actually touching him. You ever see him do that when they really argue? They'll kind of kick the dirt on there.
And they get like this close to the guy's face yelling.
Yeah. I mean, I need people to understand this also. As an official, a lot of people think if we make a bad call, nothing happens, but that's far from the truth. That's far from the truth. You're not in the meetings that we have where they might show a video of you getting called out on a call you missed. You might miss out. You might miss out on playoff games. If it's early in the season, you might sit out for 2 or 3 weeks. Or I've been a part of a state championship crew where somebody messed up a call. It was like the first game of the season. Somebody messed up on a call, and he was pulled from that state championship crew.
Wow.
Okay. I like that.
I had no idea that y'all you'd watch film.
Yeah. We watch film. We have a meeting at least once a week watching film. We can go on the website and look at our previous games and talk about it. Like this is a whole lot to go into it that people don't know. We just don't show up with a shirt and say, "Oh, I'm calling ball now." It's a rule book that's written by lawyers.
Yeah, what did you have to do to become qualified?
What I did back then is we came such a shortage now, you didn't even got to take a test. But back then, I had to go through like this whole training program, take a test, like the whole 9 to be qualified. And then I didn't start off doing big games. I would start off doing like the little kids, like rec ball. Before I did travel ball, you would do rec ball. Mm-hmm. Because to be honest with you, like rec ball, when it comes to baseball, any rule will be broken by some kid that's never played in their entire life.
Yeah, sure.
Like a rule will be broken and you will learn from those situations. Mm-hmm. So you start off at a smaller level and then move your way up.
Do you think there's a shortage because less people are doing it or because there's more stuff now, like more games?
I think less people are doing it because of what's going on
the reasons.
now.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't want to be yelled at, talk bad. A lot of people can't handle you being yelled at for an hour and a half.
Yeah,
dude.
And then
I've been to like hotels where I'm staying at to do comedy, and then like there'll be travel ball in town, and the parents are at the hotel at night just getting hammered.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. If you look outside the ballpark and the guy got his tailgate down his truck and it's a cooler and some chairs sitting in the bed of his truck.
Yeah.
Getting hammered.
Yeah. I mean, they all seem so stressed.
Right.
Nate and his dad have shared stories about Nate's mom was one of these parents at Little League games. She would get thrown out all the time. She's so passionate. She'd be yelling and she'd have to go out to center field and sit in the car.
Now, the difference is I don't think Nate's mom is calling the ump fat and saying your wife doesn't love you.
I don't know.
She's probably arguing the calls. It's interesting watching a baseball game with Jay because he will watch it from the perspective of the umpire in a way that probably no one else in the stadium is. When we went to the White Sox game, there was a call at first that the crowd didn't agree with. And Jay's just looking around going, he didn't have a good angle, guys. Defending the
I mean, it depends on the angle. A lot, like you sitting in the bleachers, you watching the game, you got this huge view. You on the field, like you got the best view, but sometimes a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right could change like what you see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then sometimes you can make a perfect call because you do have the perfect angle. And then, like an umpire argued with me about balls and strikes and he on third baseline. Like
you don't even.
You have no clue where the ball is at. Like you have no clue of where this ball is at.
You get into a fight with other officials? Like not a fight, but you guys argue?
You know, we might argue a call, and then my way of getting out of it saying, I just want you to know we have the meeting. That's not going to look good on film.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just leave it at that.
Just like looking out for you, dude.
Yeah, I'm looking out for you like, hey, what did you see? Let's talk this out. That's why sometimes in NFL or any level of football, you might see them pick up the flag and wave it because somebody else might have had a better view than what you had. And they be like, hey, I just want to let you know what I seen. So it might not be what you thought from the angle you was at. And then, you know.
You ever have somebody else on your crew make a call that you disagree with, but you have to defend it? It's like it's like a marriage where you're.
Yes,
you know?
It is.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, I could be I'm gonna talk about all three, but I could be, especially with football, if I'm at the end of the line and let's say somebody might have jumped off sides, and what we call is I don't fish in other people's pond. So if it happens on that other side of the field, I don't fish in that pond, but we maybe seen it.
Yeah.
And I got to kind of like defend it, you know what I mean, a little bit. And I might be like, hey, coach, you know, from where we're standing, it might have looked like this. But the guy that's right there, he probably seen X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, sure.
And then I hit him with, it's not going to look good on film.
I got your back tonight, but tomorrow, it's not
I have a
look
joke
good.
where I say, if I was a ref, I could so easily be swayed by the crowd to do a makeup call.
But the thing is, if they think that, they're on you the rest of the day. They own you the rest of the day.
The crowd's booing. Probably. All right, let's just start the game over.
Let's start it over.
Let's just start over.
My joke is the very next play, I throw a flag. And they're holding defense this time, guys.
But that's a good point that they're on you. If they know that they can sway you, they're on you the rest of the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think about that when I'm watching a game and they're like really booing a ref. And, you know, when I'm watching pro games, I hate the refs. And so I always think professional sports, I think they're rigging the game. And
some maybe.
Yeah, and
basketball is the one that it's proven that
it's proven. Yeah,
it's happened in
you
the
ever
NBA.
fixed a game?
No. I don't care enough to fix a game. I'll be honest with you.
But I think
none of those parents have enough money for me to fix a game.
I think these high level NFL games, I do think that's happening. But sometimes it's like maybe you do just make a bad call, and the audience is booing you, and you're like, if I reverse this, they're gonna do this every call I make for the rest of the game. Yeah.
I mean, it happens.
When I was in college, I had a guy who was a TSSAA basketball ref, and they were doing a training thing one Saturday. He asked me to come film it or something, and I remember, like, I guess the official over those officials were giving instructions, and one thing that stood out to me, because they had, I guess, obviously they had real players out there playing for you to. You got to practice ref with real players.
That is correct. And let me tell you something. Refs do not get paid for that. When they do like the scrimmage games and stuff like that, we out there for the love of getting ready for the season. And we do get paid, it's like $10 or something.
Well, the one thing I remember them saying that kind of stood out to me, guy was dribbling down the court, player reached in to try to steal it and didn't get it, but the ref called a foul, and the official over him said, if it didn't affect the game whatsoever, I mean, if it's obvious a foul, you got to call it. But if it's just a reach in and it didn't affect don't call it.
Or we'll be here all night.
Yeah, that might be. I wonder what level of basketball. When I say level, you still got some bad high school basketball.
Yeah.
So it might have been just managing the game in that situation. Because when you got two bad teams playing, you'll be there you can call foul. You can, like when I'm doing the little kids on Saturday sometimes.
They're not even dribbling, right?
It's like, we'll be here all day. An example of that is, this was like probably about 4 or 5 years ago. I think it was like 9U basketball. And they was like, you're not calling double. You're not calling this. And I turned around and told the coaches, both coaches, I said, let me tell you something. If I call this like a high school game or how I'm supposed to call it, y'all will not score.
Yeah.
He's like, well, how they gonna learn if you don't? I said, cool, I'm gonna give you a quarter of it. And by the end of that quarter, they said, let the kids play. Let them play.
Yeah.
Nobody scored that quarter.
Yeah.
As soon as the kid took the ball, that's a walk. What you mean a walk? He took a step before he even dribbled. What do you mean? Oh, that's a foul. That's a charge. That's a foul. Like, but this is what y'all wanted.
You're right.
This is what y'all didn't score for a whole. Let the kids play. All right.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Look,
I like
the game
when
I
people
got
say
called
that.
fat and all that.
Oh, yeah.
It was little kids. And I basically told the coach.
Little kids?
I could call holding every play.
Mhm.
I call holding every play. What do you will not score. We'll be here all day.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel about baseball specifically? But I think in all sports, there's going to be more and more things called automatically, right? Now, there's automatic balls and strikes already working in to baseball. I think, there's reviews like every play in football now. I feel like refs are kind of being pushed out. I don't know if you feel that way. Like, I feel like in 50 years, maybe there won't even be umps and refs in sports.
That's possible.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Yeah, they got rid of the chain gang this year, didn't they, in the NFL?
Yeah, they got an automatic like little chain gang situation. They want to do a measurement. They go to the computer, and the computer pretty much tell them if it's short or not.
I remember.
That sounds easier to rig.
I remember it. I remember in a high school game, there's this kid, probably 25, who was doing the chain gang at one of our games, and he looked back and he was talking to us, and he goes, "Hey, man, I hope we don't have a measurement." And we were like, "What?" He goes, "Man, I'm so high, I don't know if I can walk straight up there." So maybe it would be good to do that automatically.
I mean, you can replace a chain person too. We have those issues too, where you replace. I mean, I've done high school games, won't call the school, where it's been dads out there doing the chain and been drunk, and it's been like, "Hey, can we get somebody else?"
Like in a little league baseball game, or what level do you do baseball?
I do. You might as well say I do from kids to high school.
Yeah.
If you throw a parent out, what's the requirement? They got to go to their car.
They got to leave the park.
They got to get in the car and leave.
Well, they gotta at least go to the parking lot.
At least go to the parking lot.
Okay.
I won't push it that far. At least I go sit in the car.
I need to see your tail lights.
You follow them out to the parking lot. You see if they're gone. You make sure they crank that truck.
Yeah, nah, they at least gotta go to their car. I don't want to see. And I even let you get away with standing behind the fence until I hear your voice and be like, you gotta go to the car. If I'm still hearing your voice, I'm not that type of guy that's like that. If I tell you to leave, just get away from everybody and I'm fine. Mm-hmm. But if you yelling, and I can still hear your voice, it's like, all right, just leave.
What about a sports movie? Are you able to watch a sports movie now and not be like, oh, that's a penalty? Like Teen Wolf, for instance. Can you enjoy a movie
it's a
like
werewolf.
that? Yeah, but can you enjoy it?
Basketball.
Can you enjoy it? Or are you like, he's traveling?
It's funny. That's the one thing that he's like, this is ridiculous.
Let me tell you something. Teen Wolf, it was a lot of travel. Let me tell you. I do. I still enjoy sports movies. I mean, I understand it's for entertainment. Even before I was officiating, I always loved a good sports movie. But we all know the end of the sports movies is, this Disney one? Yeah, she walked.
Have you ever seen this?
She walked.
The movie Double Teamed.
I've seen this breakdown.
This is maybe the worst sports sequence in film history, where
I've never even heard of this movie.
It's about two twin girls that start playing basketball.
Yeah.
So we're counting down from 5 seconds. She's got the ball.
I just want y'all to know the 5 seconds is up at this point.
Yeah, it's already
been 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So 5 seconds left. She starts making a decision. Okay, let me just start pumping my feet.
This is the worst ever.
So it's been 30 seconds so far. I know it's slow-mo, but the clock started at
The clock wasn't slow-mo.
Off this moving alone, I'm calling walk. I'm calling walk right off top.
Are you really?
I'm calling walk. She ain't even went nowhere, but I'm like, that's a walk.
Everyone's going, shoot. There's 5 seconds left.
And she was way back. And now she's at the 3-point
There was she was not being defended at all. She had a wide open shot.
What is she doing?
Travels.
Yeah.
Terrible behind the back pass that almost misses her sister. The worst defense of all time. And then the shot made. But now it's down to 0 seconds. I mean, that was probably a minute of game time.
And now, hold on. When that shot went in, it said 1.5 seconds on the clock. Just FYI.
I mean,
the editors like ruined this.
Yeah.
That other team should get a possession.
Yeah.
How do a sequel?
Okay, we love talking about our Helix mattresses. I've had my Helix mattress almost 3 years now. We all have a Helix mattress, and we all love it. I used to get the worst sleep, and I never knew why. I thought my mattress was fine until I didn't. Once I got my Helix, I knew what a bad mattress finally was by having a great one.
Right.
They are good, and I did have a bad mattress. I got a joke about it. It's on YouTube, and I talk all about my mattress. It was a terrible mattress, but now I have a Helix, and I feel so good, and I love their pillows. I think it's a good mattress.
That's a great endorsement.
Yeah. Well,
that is true.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah. It's a good mattress, a good pillow. It improved how I sleep. Everyone knows I love their pillows. We talk about that all the time, but it really has helped with my sleep. I'm getting better sleep. Aaron's getting better sleep. Brian is getting better sleep. It's great for hot sleepers, people with back pain, snorers, sleep apnea. It's for everyone. Yeah. Even if you're like me and you don't really have any of those problems, but you just want to sleep good.
Even if you're perfect.
Yeah.
It'll work just fine.
You just want to sleep good.
Have a better attitude in the morning.
Yeah, Helix is what it is, you know? So go to helixsleep.com/Nate for their extended Labor Day sale from September 9th to September 30th. Get 25% off site-wide. That's helixsleep.com/Nate for 25% off site-wide. Make sure you enter our show name after checkout so they know we sent you. helixsleep.com/Nate.
So the amount of games that you've reffed and umped and how often do you see something that you've never seen before? Like, do you ever just like, man, I've never seen that? Or have you pretty much everything's
I pretty much
at this point?
I've pretty much done seen it all.
Yeah.
I feel like Major League Baseball, every year there's at least a few things you're like, I've never seen that. I mean, this was many years ago. Remember when the guy blew the ball foul?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
There's always something crazy.
Something can happen for sure. Do you ever not think you can't remember the hand signal for a call?
Football. Yeah, sometimes I got a little card inside my.
Oh, you got a cheat sheet?
Yeah, I got a little cheat sheet right there. I got a little thing
with a diagram of the guy.
Yeah, I do. So if I forget, I can act like I'm writing something down.
Oh yeah,
and flip it back, and be like, oh yeah, this is it. It's a rough in the pass. All
right. Well, if you're doing 3 sports,
yeah,
I mean could be confusing.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it can be confusing with doing 3. And it's a lot of different rules too.
You ever do 2 different sports in one day?
Yeah. I've done football in the morning, baseball at night. I've done it before.
You're like Deion Sanders.
Yeah, I've done it. I've done it. I've done the reverse too. Baseball in the morning, high school game at night. I've done that before. Yeah, I mean, but what people don't understand, a lot of these, like when you officiate a lot of different leagues, they got different rules too. So you can get a rule mixed up. Everybody has their own little home rules that they have. So you can get rules mixed. It's a lot to remember and take in, man. It's a whole lot.
We were talking before about, some refs or umps will brag about like the players that they've umped games
man,
for.
that gets on my nerves. Oh man!
Wait, say that again. What?
I come across all the time, be like, when Mookie was here, like I umpired like 3 of his games.
Oh yeah.
They be like, yeah.
I'm sure that's why he's in the league now.
You remember Sonny Gray? Yeah, I did his baseball and his football games. They be wanting to tell me. I'd be like, dude, I can care. I don't know any of these kids. I mean, if any of the kids that no disrespect to them or their parents, but any kid that I'm officiating now that makes it to the league, I have no clue.
You're not following their careers after the game?
I am not following. I could care less.
How long have some of these people been doing this? Umping?
Oh, 30 years, 40 years.
Wow.
Long time.
What made you interested? Did you play sports in high school?
Yeah, I played sports. I had played all 3 sports in high school.
Do you ask the guy that's been doing it 30 years after you get some kind of insult like you got, do you ever go, hey, do they ever yell that your wife doesn't love you?
They be like, dude, I've heard worse than that.
Do you guys talk about the insults that you get from people?
Yeah, we laugh at it.
Yeah.
We laugh at it most of the time. I mean, the good ones, man, we really don't care, man. That stuff just falls off our back. We really could care less.
It's like getting a heckle at a show, probably.
Yeah, right? It's like
they're fun to talk about.
But do you think there are guys that take it more personal than other?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
There are comics that I know that like, we all laugh about it, but later.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be one of them.
You're sitting alone in your hotel room. You remember it.
Yeah.
I would hate to be a referee because I want everyone to like me. And
yeah, you definitely something you could never.
I wouldn't want to be a referee. I wouldn't want to be a coach. Same reason. The parents are just.
Well, I said crazy. I wouldn't coach because of the parents. At least with officiating, you can just call me fat. My wife don't love me, and I can just go home.
Yeah.
But if I'm a coach, I got to deal with this parent all season long. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
They probably don't even remember who the lady who talked bad to me on Saturday probably won't even. If I came out there next Saturday, she probably won't even remember who I was.
Well, she's yelling at a cashier somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Probably so.
It's just how they live life.
Probably
sure.
so. Yeah. But how I got into it was really not. I wanted to be a coach, and I thought about that. I just wanted to officiate, but I got laid off from a job. And that's what happened. I was broke for so long. I said, I got to do something. So I was like, I get this gig going as officiating until I can get back on my feet. But then I found out it was like the best part-time job ever. To be honest with you, I can make my own schedule. I can be like, man, I need some money. Hit somebody up and be like, hey, any games this week? And they be like, yeah, I'll load you up. What you need? And I'm like,
oh, that's great.
Yeah. So.
My mom used to be a softball umpire for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Softball's fun.
Yeah.
You ever have to go to those games?
Yeah, I went to the game because she played softball and then was a softball umpire later. And I was at the park all the time.
Yeah.
I was one of those little, just park kids.
Yeah.
Running around, just
playing wall ball.
Yeah.
Great hamburgers.
Yeah. That long gum. You remember the gum that was in like a long stick of gum? Had that.
I don't remember the long stick of gum. You talking about bubble tape, or is this something else?
No, it's like just a stick.
Yeah.
Like almost like Slim Jims.
Yeah. It was like in plastic, but it's gum.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best gum.
No, none of it.
It wouldn't take long.
No, but it was
at all.
It wasn't a Slim Jim.
I typed in Slim Jim of gum. That is
Jay,
like the flavor in that gum only lasts about 3 or 4 chews. And it was out of here.
Do they still do the thing like if there's a foul ball, they'll say bring it in and get a Coke or a quarter or whatever?
No, they should though. I was telling somebody last baseball season they should bring that back.
So if it's a foul ball, you just keep it?
Well, a lot of people, we ask them to turn it in, but that don't happen.
East Montgomery, where I played, somebody would come over on the loudspeaker, please return that ball to the concession stand for a free Coke.
Oh, yeah.
When I was playing Little League, we used to get free slushies. If you turn in a foul ball, I'm talking about kids fighting over a baseball. Free slush,
Yeah, absolutely.
But now they don't do that anymore. They should bring it back, but
Do you ever do a really over the top animated strike three call just to if that team's annoying you or something, just something like that? You never do that?
Nah, it pretty much stay the same.
You never do a Savannah Bananas like backflip?
No.
What if it's just exciting? Like it's like the last one of the game and it's been a hot game.
It's a great game.
You never hit him with one of those?
It's still the same.
You're too measured.
It's still the same. Like, strike three.
I think that's why you're probably a good umpire.
Well, you got to think about if I'm extra, some kid struck out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Some kids, it's a whole nother team over there that is upset and probably don't agree with their call. Dusty trying to get me to fight the people after it's over with.
Yeah, you really want to hammer it home.
Well, what'd be great is if he swung on strike three and missed and you still do it.
Now that'd be crazy. I just do a moonwalk, Michael Jackson moonwalk, come up on toes.
I think
it's Leslie Nielsen, the Naked Gun.
I think the fun move would be do it on the first strikeout of the game. Like start it high.
Yeah.
You know?
You have to keep that the whole game.
But I'm saying then slowly tone it down as the game goes on. You get less and less.
The opposite of crockpot.
Yeah. You're like
you ever had a pitcher be throwing a perfect game and you get nervous behind the plate? Because you're like, I wish somebody'd get a hit just so take the pressure off me.
No. I probably don't even know he's throwing a perfect game. I don't even keep up with it. I don't even keep up with it. You know what I mean?
I'm look up and go, wow, they haven't had a hit yet. You never do anything?
And I will say that. I'm like, dang, they ain't got a hit yet? Like, dang.
Man, y'all stink.
He's throwing nothing.
And then you go, I got to figure out how to help them get a hit.
Wait, hit him with
I say this. I will say this.
Yeah.
Now, if a team is getting blown out, I will give the batter like a little bit of, hey, buddy, just scoot up a little bit in the back.
Yeah, for young kids.
Scoot back a little bit. You know, high school, nah, we up out. I'm trying to get up out of here after them 5 minutes over with.
Yeah.
I mean, after them 5 innings, if it's a 10-run rule. But the little kids, and it's like, because sometimes you get into the travel ball and you got a major team that's probably not supposed to be playing this particular team. It's like 18-0 in the first inning.
Right. Yeah.
And so I throw little tips to the kid. I'm like, man, scoot up, back up in the basketball. You're like, just.
He's tipping his fastball.
Yeah. He got a good curve. I might whisper like, he got a good curve. You know what I mean?
You ever umpired slow pitch softball?
Yes, I did for a couple of months. Adult slow pitch softball.
Adult. Well, I remember little kids play, and the catcher can't even, like the umpire behind the plate is basically retrieving
softball?
What they got now is coach pitch. So they do coach pitch. I used to do that. That's usually pretty cool. They get mad at the coach because the coach can't pitch more than get mad at the umpire. Slow pitch softball. I mean, all the girls.
Yeah. I can't imagine the audience treating the coach. Come on, coach.
Yeah. It's always that one dad. Give him a good ball. You know he like it chest high. Man, it's so funny.
You ever have a running clock in football or basketball?
Yeah.
Who decides that?
Tito NCAA does.
Like, there's a certain score.
Yeah.
I love how you guys have both said that back and forth with each other, and you just say it like everybody knows.
My bad.
So let me say, like auctioneers over here.
The National Federation of High School makes that decision.
The NFHS.
NFHS. My bad. I mean, he was on me by Tito NCAA. So they come up with a rule to say, hey, with football is like 35. If you go up 35 points, second half is run the clock. Basketball, I think it's like 40 points. Second half, running clock. Baseball, 5 innings, 10-run rule. Or it can happen before then if the coaches come to agreement and be like, hey, we're going to start this in the second quarter. And just
Hey, Blue, we stink.
Some coaches know. Some coaches know that, hey, this is a state championship caliber team. We're nowhere close.
Right.
So in high school baseball, I had coaches ended in like the fourth and be like, we done. We out of pitching. Football, I had a coach like, hey, we're going to start running the clock in the second quarter. He told us before the game started, like, we're going to be on a running clock.
Wow. Football seems like the worst sport to get blown out in. Because especially if you're like a lineman, you're still having to hit every play.
I'll tell you from experience, yeah.
And
as a lineman,
you know you're losing. There's no chance, but yet every play you still gotta hit.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, the couple times, or I've been on the other end of that, it's so much fun to just be destroying a team.
Yeah. You broke their spirit and their will, and now you're just hitting them.
We were beating a team so bad in high school once that, you just start putting in all the freshmen and stuff to letting them play. And there's this little fat kid, this little fat freshman kid that got in the game, and the other team started making fun of him. They're like, "You look like my little brother, man." And he goes, "Only reason I'm out here is because y'all stink." Yeah. It's so much fun. Shout out Raymond. It was hilarious. It's hilarious. It's fun.
That's funny. That's funny.
I'll share a little research I did. This is probably the episode where we didn't even need any of this because we got someone here who actually, we're not used to people who actually know what they're talking about on this podcast. It's usually just us making up stuff. All right. Here's what I found. The average.
But because they don't believe anything that I say.
Well, Dusty thinks he's an expert in every topic. But
well, you believe youth sports exists. So it's been
right.
It's been
you do believe. I do want to know, what is an exciting game to you? Because overtime, you was like, they just extending
too many commercials.
Well, right. If it's if you're really scoring a lot, or like I think scoring a lot is an exciting game because a good defensive game can be exciting if you know that one of the teams is really good at offense, but yet the other team has just kept them from scoring.
Okay,
but I don't think that just because you go to overtime makes it a exciting game. But I do, if it's high scoring, I always talk about this Auburn-Florida State national championship. I wanted Auburn to win. Florida State won. But it was like the last, it felt like the last few minutes of the game, it was like Auburn went ahead, Florida State went ahead, Auburn went ahead.
It was a great game.
It's like, that's exciting. Even though it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, still exciting. Still bothers me. I still think about it.
Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
You didn't like him, did you?
No. I mean, but Jameis Winston, he had a lot going on. He's grown on me a little more
he's
since
changed his
then.
image.
But at the time, he had a lot going on. And I wanted Auburn to win. But Jameis Winston, he makes funny comments. I think he's a funny person, but I also don't always know if what he's saying he knows is funny. But like, he has that clip where he goes, it's like Coach always says. Wait, what did Coach say?
You gotta want to eat a W. Come on, Jameson.
Yeah, eating a W is crazy.
That was crazy. But so, I get your point now. I get what you're saying now, because it can be two teams that's garbage.
Yeah,
and go to overtime, and they go into overtime because they garbage.
Yeah,
but the Super Bowl in overtime, I mean, that's
Super Bowl tends to be.
How often does that happen?
Not often.
It tends to be the least exciting game to me.
I think that was the
Super Bowl.
one.
I think so. Because like playoffs getting there are often very exciting. But I don't know. It feels like the Super Bowl, the halftime show's too long, and I don't know. It's too much theatrics.
Gotcha.
I agree. There's a lot of other stuff around it. If you care about the game, it can be annoying.
Yeah.
But you can just not watch.
And then everybody wants to do a party, and I'm like, well, I'd like to watch the game.
Yeah.
And if you're doing a party, you're hanging, everybody's talking. I'm like, let's watch this thing.
Yeah. I got you.
Let's get in there, guys.
All right, I'll skip ahead here. The cost of youth sports gone crazy high for parents as far as equipment and fees and stuff like that over the last few years.
This lady that I watched on TikTok said she thinks it's ruining families. Because
it's possible.
Yeah, because they're having to travel so much. Everybody's so busy. Everything costs so much. And then you have to do these things to raise money for your team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dustin Nickerson argued that there should be some type of rule where you got to at least figure out your kid's going to make the team before you have to buy like the stuff.
Some of the travel baseball teams got tryouts.
Okay.
Like they have a tryout.
Before you buy a glove or anything.
Yeah, I think he gets like a sporting goods store.
Even at the bare minimum.
He'll spend a few $100s and then the kid won't make the cut,
If you don't have a glove, I would say don't try out for the team.
If you don't have a glove already.
Let's start there.
Yeah.
But I mean, if y'all played a mitt back in the day, man, you can buy a glove like $70, $50, $60, $70. Now gloves are like $300.
It's so expensive. I went to buy gloves for me and my kids because I want to try to teach them to catch. And I was like, jeez, these are so expensive. We have been using the yard ball to try, but I want them to get into
to do a real ball glove.
But I was like, man, this is so expensive.
It's like $300 for a good one. It's like $300. If you go to, and if you got anybody listening that's a travel parent, I mean, you got cleats, you got turf cleats, you got turf shoes, because some fields don't want you to wear cleats because they got a turf field or whatever. So you gotta get the cleats, turf shoes, backpack. Some of these kids got 2 bats. You got infield mitt, outfield mitt.
That's crazy.
They got like 3 different uniforms sometimes.
Yeah.
So you got batting gloves, and then some of these kids. Don't nobody think of me weird about it, but I think you kind of weak if you out there like, they get the first base, like, let me take all this gear off.
Sliding.
And I got to put on my slide mitt.
I
got to put on this and that.
When
I was kid, run the base.
When I was growing up, if you used a batting glove, people would call you a word that I'm not happy with. Just for wearing a batting glove.
Yeah.
Now they show up, they're decked out and all.
Yeah, they got
stuff.
shin guard, elbow guard, they got batter's gloves, slide mitts. They got all type of stuff. I'm like,
I remember it being like there would be a new bat every year that every kid would want. And I remember one year this kid showed up, he had a new DeMarini bat.
Good brand of bats.
And it was beautiful looking.
Yeah.
And I remember I asked my dad, I was like, Trey just got a new DeMarini. Can we get one? He goes, you better become good friends with Trey and ask him to use his bat. I'm not spending, I think at the time it was like $150 for a bat, which is ridiculous.
Now it's a lot more, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure.
$500-600.
crazy, dude.
It's insane. Yeah, bats. I remember that whole kind of. We had a bat and bag, and but it was like for uniform, it was a T-shirt, and you had those white pants, whatever those.
Everybody
pants
had the white pants.
Yeah. And I mean, in cleats, and it like there was no. I had a bat and glove, but there was no other gear.
Yeah. I had cleats, one batting glove, couldn't afford two.
Yeah,
one.
one. Yeah, I had one too. That's what I had.
They come in pairs, Jay.
Back then, you could just buy one.
You could,
if you wanted. You just buy one.
Yeah, I think they come single, don't they?
Yeah, you could just buy one. I don't know, but they come in pairs now. But back then, you could buy just one.
It's on the wrong hand too. You're like, I just want to have one.
Yeah. Do you think 30 years from now, football, because of CTE and all that, it'll just be more like flag football?
No. I think they'll add more rules like they did with the kickoff and stuff like that. But no, it's too entertaining. I mean, America loves blood, guts, and glory. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's ever going to go.
Yeah. I think the technology of the helmet just has to keep improving, right?
Yeah.
But it's like at the end of the day, the brain sits in water. There's only so much you can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that it'd be like, isn't the safest thing to do to take the helmets off?
That's what I've always heard. Yeah.
Some people would say, because rugby doesn't have the amount, and they don't wear helmets or anything like
Mike
that.
Ditka
It's all
used to
about
say
the tackling.
Then you would tackle properly.
If you tackle properly, you won't have an issue. You know what I mean? Get your head across in his chest and just drive him back. I mean, it's all these big hits is what causes that.
And are they like crazy about that with the refs? Like you got to keep an eye on the targeting stuff. Like
we
stress
definitely,
a lot, right?
We if it's close, we throwing the flag down, and you'll still hear Dash be like, "That was just a good hit, son. Keep hitting them like that." I'm like, your son been laying on the ground for 5 minutes,
paralyzed again.
What are we doing? What are we
Let
doing?
him play.
Let him play.
It's on a stretcher. Let him play. Oh man.
Well, flag football is going to be in the next Olympics, so
It's a good sport.
and I think NFL players are getting to play for the United States.
Do you think, man, I wonder, like, are our best NFL players going to necessarily be the best flag football players, or is it a whole different, like, if we, like, there's wiffle ball leagues, and I don't know if Aaron Judge is going to
I would hope
do
not.
well in wiffle ball.
I bet he would crush.
I just think it's a totally different thing almost.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd have to see.
I will say this, as I used to officiate flag football too. There's different rules. It's like a different way of playing flag than you would play the normal, just 11-man line them up. Like it's different rules. The plays are a lot more complicated. Well, I ain't gonna say they're more complicated, but they're more. How can I say it? Entertaining. You know what I mean? So they got different ways they draw the plays up. The way you play defense. I mean, could they? Yes. Would they want to? You could possibly see a team that's been playing flag football for 10 years straight get an NFL team out there and beat the brakes off of them.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Just because it's a different thing.
It's just a different way of playing the game. Yeah.
So interesting.
All right, we got a little time left. We talked about sports movies earlier, but I was looking up some of the best sports movies of all time, youth sports. So let's leave out Major League or even Rudy. Let's say high school or
high school or younger. Yeah.
Best baseball movie.
Sandlot, right?
Yeah, I would have to go
for youth.
That's what I picked. Sandlot.
Yeah. I don't. Or rookie of the year. Well, I still kind of pro, just a kid.
Oh, young. Okay, I was still. I was like, didn't we just talk about how awesome Moneyball was last night?
Yeah, Sandlot. I would have to say Sandlot.
The Sandlot is the one where it gets me romantic about baseball in a way that no other movie really does.
For kids, I don't know. I can't even. Oh, I guess there's Walter Matthau was the Bad News Browns.
News Bears.
Bad News Bears.
Bad News Bears.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Bad News Browns. Yeah.
Well, Bad News Bears was good with the Walter Matthau, the old one, and then it was
Johnny Knoxville, wasn't it?
No, it was who?
The old one was better than the newest one. I would say
the new one was
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, it was good, but the
I
old
forgot
one,
about that.
yeah, that's a good one. I like that one a lot. I remember seeing the old one a lot when I was a kid.
I would have to go with the Bad News Bears because I watched it more than I watched Sandlot.
Yeah.
Okay.
The old version.
Different generations, dude.
Basketball movie. I'll go first because I already looked mine up. Hoosiers.
Hoosiers?
Yeah.
I thought you said
college.
Hoosiers.
Yeah.
Is that really a kid's?
It's high school.
Hoosiers is high school?
Yeah, Indiana high school.
I think Teen Wolf, but maybe it's not specifically about
Give me
basketball.
What's the one with
a kid changing into
Samuel
werewolf?
Jackson was the coach?
Coach Carter?
Coach Carter. Give me Coach Carter.
That movie stinks.
Give me Coach Carter.
I never saw Coach Carter.
Because you never been to the streets, Aaron. You never was in the streets in the hood like me.
You got Hoosiers and Coach Carter.
Black and mild.
I understood those kids that was in that movie.
We got what about Half Court Miracle, the Disney Channel original movie, where about a all Jewish basketball team from the Bronx or something. Have you ever seen that? Oh, it was terrible.
I just learned about Twin Peaks or whatever that was y'all were showing.
Double team.
Double team.
Twin Peaks.
What did you pick? Oh, Hoosiers. Did you have other basketball movies?
I thought of Coach Carter, and again, I Googled it, so I kind of looked. There weren't any more that I remember that were high school. Well, there was like Air Bud.
Yeah,
That's Aaron's favorite.
It's a lot of kid basketball movies that are trash.
Yeah.
Air Bud. They took that dog to the game on a leash.
That was a funny joke.
That is a funny joke.
Karate.
Karate, obviously Karate Kid.
Obviously
that's
Karate
the
Kid,
best.
yeah.
I mean, I could argue that Cobra Kai, the TV show,
That's just Karate Kid.
yeah, I know, but gosh, I love that show.
Oh, I forgot about He Got Game.
Mm-hmm.
Give me He Got Game. I'm changing.
He got game is Denzel.
Yeah, Denzel.
Yeah,
And
He was in high school. Because I was thinking it was
Ray Allen.
He was in high school.
right?
Yeah, Ray Allen. He was in high school during this movie. I forget. He ended up going to college at the end. So does this still count?
Yeah, that counts. Did you see Hoop Dreams, the documentary?
Hoop Dreams. I believe I have, but
Have you?
probably one time.
So, with Sebastian Telfair about him?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's,
It might have.
There was a documentary. About him that I remember about.
I don't remember the guy's name. They profiled two up and coming star basketball players, I think in Chicago, and it was really. I mean, this is an old documentary. It was really good.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Oh, that's a. Okay. No, I hadn't seen that.
What about Johnny Tsunami, dude? You ever watch that? Johnny Tsunami.
What is that?
If you consider surfing and skiing a sport, and snowboarding, that's a good one.
All right. What about
Disney
this?
Channel original.
I tell you
movie.
what though, if it's any of the black people that know me see this, they're gonna be like, "How did you not say love and basketball?" But
Okay. Yeah.
Don't worry. No black people watch this podcast.
Hey, we don't have the data on that.
like me being a catch can, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. Cross country. I got one because there's probably been one. McFarlane USA. That's a great movie.
Never
I don't
heard
even
of
know what you mean.
Kevin Costner is
By
the sport cross country.
like running.
long distance running. Yeah.
Okay.
There's movies about that. I had no clue. It was
Forrest
movies
Gump.
about that.
That's a great movie. All right. Hockey.
Miracle.
Could it be
Well,
the
that
Mighty
was
for
for
younger.
Ducks?
Oh, it's gotta be Mighty Ducks.
I go
Ducks.
Mighty Ducks
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
it has to be.
Soccer.
There's a movie called The Green Machine. You ever
that's
see that?
with the kid
Nah.
from
With the kid from Sandlot.
Sandlot. Yeah,
And it's about a kid's soccer team. It was
I
really
would
fun.
say Ladybugs with Rodney Dangerfield.
Yep.
Ooh,
And there was
I've not seen that.
Kicking
Kicking and Screaming.
Kicking
Will
and
Ferrell.
Screaming. That was a good one.
Bend It Like Beckham. Have you seen
Right.
that?
Oh, yeah.
No.
And then football. Football is probably the hardest one.
Is it?
I mean, there's just been so many. Friday Night Lights. I picked Remember the
Ooh,
Titans.
Friday Night Light.
Oh,
Remember,
those are because I was thinking like, what's the Rick Moranis, Ed O'Neill
Little
movie?
Giants?
Little Giants.
Little
See, that's
Giants.
a good one, but that's
That's
a
a good
little
one.
kid. I mean, it's hard to compete with Remember the Titans and
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights. I mean, those are great.
Although Aaron's got a joke about Remember the Titans.
give me Remember the Titans.
Yeah, I mean that one's
When's the last
so
time you
good.
watched it? It is a great movie, but when's the last time you
It is.
watched
If
it?
been a
it's
while.
on, I'm watching.
It's been a while.
I don't care what
There are
part of it I'm
some, like
watching.
as an adult now, I watch it, I go, God, this is such an over the top cheesy
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
And I guess it's a Disney movie for kids. That I didn't feel that way when I watched it as a kid. Now
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh, all that left side, strong side
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
that-
like
now that was weak.
That
That-
does nothing for me anymore. I'm like, ugh.
That's not even gonna fly in the locker room. Be honest with you. Left side.
I remember thinking attitude reflect leadership, Captain. I remember thinking that was like the hardest line in the history of cinema. And I watched it. I was like, ugh, that didn't even like make sense with what he's
Yeah, see, I've
Yeah.
not watched it in a long time, but I did watch Little Giants not long ago, and I was like, "This is pretty good." for a kids movie. It's pretty good.
I've said it before. My old boss wrote that movie.
Oh,
really?
When I interned at an advertising company, that was based on a McDonald's ad. They did a McDonald's ad about youth football, and then that transformed into the movie Little Giants.
Oh wow! I did not know.
Rob Shallowcross, I think his name was, but he wrote that movie. Pretty cool. Never met him.
Were there other
Friday Night Lights was good too.
Friday Night Lights. Were there other kids?
Well, there's a ton. When I just Googled youth sports movies, but I just came up with my favorites. And,
okay.
But yeah, there's been so many.
Send us yours.
I guess
comment what your favorites are.
I want to hear about it.
The Blind Side's kind of. I mean, he's getting ready for college, but he's in high school.
Mm-hmm. That's a good movie too. That's a true representation of Memphis, Tennessee. I'm sorry. I'm playing. Some of that stuff is made up for real. Like as it should be, as it is in our movie.
Yeah, I guess you have to for a movie.
Yeah, some of that stuff is made up.
Yeah.
I think Friday Night Lights might be a true representation of
that was
high school football. Seriously, what your kids may be doing outside.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure we're forgetting some.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
All right, we're going to talk about what we're doing this weekend?
Yeah, where are we going to be?
I will be in. All right, so Nate, I know for a fact, Sunday night, I don't know where he is all weekend, but Sunday night he is in Little Rock, Arkansas at Simmons Bank Arena. The reason I know is because I'm competing against him because I'm going to be at First United Methodist Church in Paragould, Arkansas. So you got a choice, Arkansas. You can go to Little Rock, see Nate, or come to First United Methodist Church and see me.
You want to go see Nate, won't even get to meet him, or you go to Brian's show and he'll stick around too long.
Yeah.
Jeez, when does he leave?
Yeah, it'll be a lot.
How far is that from Little Rock?
I think it's 3 hours or so.
3 hours?
Man, but people are making those drives for Nate's show. It's
I make them for me.
I know.
I mean, I saw people at the airport this weekend. They were like, we flew in for the show. People are flying to these shows. It's pretty crazy.
October 10th and 11th, I'm in the Cleveland area, Brunswick and Willoughby. October 30th, Rochester, New York. Right. Never been to Rochester, but
comedy off the Carlson? Something like
comedy
that.
At the Carlson.
Comedy at the Carlson,
off the Broadway.
Mine might be off.
I've been there. I like that.
Kodak.
I like that.
What's Kodak?
That's where Kodak, the company, is Rochester.
Kodiak.
Kodak,
you're right. Not the dip, the camera company.
Okay. Well, I've never been to Rochester, but October 30th, come see me.
Two iconic brands.
It's where Kodak came from. And so they got all these like mansions in the city of where all the Kodak people worked out.
Right.
But now Kodak's like completely out of business. So
I thought Kodak was in East Tennessee. But that must
there is a Kodak
You're thinking
Tennessee.
Of Knoxville.
No, it goes Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Sevierville, Kodak. But we're saying Kodak the film.
Yeah. I'm saying there is a camera company that was based out of East Tennessee, but it must not have been Kodak.
GoPro, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
This weekend, if you want to see me and Jay and I are hitting the road. The Black and Mild Tour rides again. Phoenix, Arizona this weekend at the Desert Ridge Improv. 5 shows there. And then we're heading the very next day, September 21st, to Denver, Colorado at Comedy Works. Already sold a show out. We got tickets available to the show we added is at 7. So we got a show at 5 and then at 7. So they're not late shows. Come on out to them. Phoenix, Arizona. Denver, Colorado, Aaron Weber, Jay Flake.
That's awesome.
Come on out.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This weekend, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just plug this because I'm doing his show. It'll be tonight when this podcast comes out. I'm doing Hugh Hauser's show at the Lab. And
it's in the main room.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm on it too.
Okay, great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all right. So we're both doing
sold
that
out.
show. Okay. Oh, it's already sold out.
Yeah, it's sold out.
Well, good for you.
Hugh's the man.
On Friday, I'll be at Reading, PA.
All
I was
right.
told that that's how you pronounce it, is Reading. And if you want to be cool, you say PA and not Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And then Wilkes-Barre, PA. I'll be there. And,
Home of the Penguins.
Yeah. So, and then, I'll just plug my own show. September 30th, I'll be at Zany's.
Nice.
Love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love that.
All right. You want to wrap it up, Dusty?
And watch Jay's set this Friday.
This Friday.
On the Nateland YouTube.
September 19th.
Which one of us hosted his show that he did? Do you
I think it
remember?
was me.
Dusty.
Yeah. I mean,
So it was a
great.
great night. The audience was great. It was a good warm up, and then the show just kept being good.
Yeah, it was a great
It
night.
was a good night.
Yeah.
It was a good night. I know. I remember specifically. I had not done comedy. I'd been taking a little break.
Mm-hmm.
A little nervous getting that show
Whoa.
going, which I don't get nervous a lot. I got a little nervous doing this show, but it was very good.
Yeah, check it out. It's not a long watch. I think it's 13 minutes. I watched it on the way here.
It's gonna be
13
You
great.
happy with how it came out?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very happy at how the way
Awesome.
it came out. Tried to show my wife. She was like, "Nope, I'll watch it Friday." I was like, all right.
Well, that
great.
shows that your wife loves you because she wants to add a view to the view count.
Yeah, I appreciate
So
it.
for the lady who says that Jay's wife doesn't love him, she does.
That's right. Most likely.
Making bad calls for these kids
Yeah.
because my wife doesn't love me.
That's right. Well, hey guys, we appreciate you tuning in. It's been a lot of fun. We're having a good time. And until next time. Okay, we'll see you.